to you, it's not an unsupported browser. It works just fine.
What?
It's that notice on Roll20.
Oh yeah, you're using Microsoft Edge.
It works.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give me any problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's worked for a few years now, so I'm gonna say it works.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not all of us are elitists.
Yeah, many people have a higher standard than using Microsoft Edge.
Well, I'm sorry. My tastes are a little more basic and not up my own ass.
I accept your apology, but you should probably change your stance
Fuck you.
if you're truly sorry.
Okay, I'll change my stance from 1 middle finger to 2. How's that sound?
I thought you were sorry.
Fuck no, I'm not sorry.
Then why did you say you were?
Sorry that you're an elitist prick.
Apology accepted.
Oh, he's really that far gone, isn't he, Jordan?
He thinks he's me and he's wrong.
What? Jordan, we've known each other for years. We accepted each other's behaviors. Well, adopted each other's behaviors, I should say.
I haven't adopted anything from you.
Yes, you have. You just didn't realize you did. Jordan, what the hell are you watching?
That's my buddy playing a game.
What game?
Civ 6.
Oh, hey, I haven't played that game in a while. I wanted to play with someone.
I prefer Civ 5.
I know you do, because the last time I played it with you, you didn't like it.
It's okay, but Civ 5 is better.
It's the same game, but I prefer the older version.
Yes, because the UI is simplified.
Okay, elitist.
Alright, peasant.
Motherfucker, peasants outnumber the elite. Just remember who the hell the workforce is, otherwise they're gonna run over your ass.
Oh god, there are so many things I could say, but that would make me such a horrible person.
Ooh, you guys want to know a really cursed thought I had at work?
No, but you're gonna tell us anyway, are you?
Yeah, because it's completely safe for work.
Okay.
Okay. Continue.
You know the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song, right?
Yes, who doesn't?
Yeah?
Obama.
What?
Just Obama's voice. You know, that really weird, slow talk he has?
What about it?
Use that instead of Will Smith.
Well, this is a story.
All about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
I don't know about current, but that shit's funny as hell.
Anything Obama says is
Sit
funny
right
as
there.
hell.
I'll tell you about how I became the Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay, yeah, not cursed really, just funny. Maybe a bit shitposty, but that's about it.
I mean, any voice saying anything that's out of the ordinary is kind of funny.
I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't call it cursed though.
at the time I thought it was just very cursed. Because it then led into country version of Friends Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm fairly certain that exists.
Okay.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there.
So, how many pages are in the Deathly Hollows?
What?
Approximately 300 if I were to give a guess.
Wrong, it's 607.
Wow, I was very wrong.
Although this is the UK edition, what? This makes me think that apparently different editions have more and less pages.
The
Yes.
American version is less because we're too dumb.
So, both.
I mean, then there's also the different spelling of words.
Yeah, you're
Only
British and your weird
the
version of color.
UK stat.
What?
I want the stats for America. Although, the weird thing is, Goblet of Fire has the same amount of chapters as Deathly Hallows, but it has another 29 pages.
Yeah.
Are we really surprised by the woman who is, quite frankly, a bit of a hater, going on a long rant at the end?
J.K. Rowling is a bit of a bitch, yes, but just
So
because
I'm going to
something
use Order of the
has...
Phoenix for this fucking theoretical that I'm doing.
Just because something has the same amount of chapters doesn't mean it's gonna have the same amount of pages.
Right, my point is, the longer it goes on, the longer time goes on, the more bitchiness has to get out. So you need more words for that.
I mean, one of my favorite things I've ever done when writing is just have one chapter that's just one word. And it's like...
What's up?
No, it's like, I think when I was writing something, I'm like... So, I think it was something that the protagonist was doing something insanely stupid and tried to make a jump across a bridge. He's like, I'm definitely gonna make it. And then the next chapter is just, he didn't.
That's 2 words.
You get my point. One thing I'm wondering
editing
that Jordan's gonna do is what he's gonna do with Charlie, if anything.
150,235.
Because, like, Charlie sort of disappeared towards the latter end of the campaign, and I'm wondering what, like, Jordan plans to do with him, if anything.
Alright, so 8 times...
Isn't that like a whole different world?
Well, we are in a completely different world.
Well, we started in the original world.
Yeah, the rest, like, our old party is still there. Well, we
Nilo's
met...
a goddamn king.
Yeah, we met 3 out of the remaining 4.
The only one they haven't met is...
Logan.
No. Oh yeah, Logan, because he went to retirement.
Yeah, he had enough of Nilo and Ale shit and just said, fuck you, I quit. Well, he only said fuck you to Ale. He gave Nilo a hug, and then gave Ale a book.
Yeah. Well, I guess, and Niles always said the door's always open for you.
And then there's
Because that's friendship.
I think the little lesson that happened to Charlie was he talked to, I forget who it was, and then he got touched on the forehead or something, and that was it.
He mysteriously vanished.
Oh yeah, was that noise?
Touched on the forehead, then he died.
I don't think that was noise. I thought we cleared noise. It was someone else. Let me check.
I don't remember who. The only person I remember touching you on the forehead was Noise.
It was my mother.
Oh yeah,
Diablo.
yeah, it was her. She said that she
mom.
put a death curse on you. When she was lying, she was just messing with you.
Oh, by the way, Obi's back. I just heard him say okay.
Oh,
However,
Jordan.
I have found a tactic that lets you do 6,128 d8 of fire damage.
All right, I'm gonna be on autopilot for a moment, because I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. But I'll still be able to respond in chat, so just look at chat if you need me.
So, Jordan, can we start?
Sure.
Cool. Just get the music.
So, since technically speaking, Jay's character doesn't go to sleep, I will allow George to tell me what he's doing first.
Did you say whether or not his thing had disappeared yet or no?
So, shortly before dawn, you will feel it has disappeared. And it disappeared due to you being unable to hold it any longer. It was not attacked, and you know that to be true.
Okay.
And now, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion for staying up all night.
Yeah. Would I at least be able to have George relax for like a short rest so I can get some health back?
Sure. Roll your hit dice to regain your HP.
How, like, can exhaustion stack indefinitely, or?
You can get 6 levels of exhaustion before you die.
Okay. Yikes.
I think the 5th one is just full on pass the fuck out and you can't wake up. Welcome to coma time.
But then how?
Technically, you never go to sleep with your 5th level of exhaustion. You just can no longer move.
Then how the hell do you get exhausted past that?
Alright, so level 1 is disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2 is half your speed. Level 3 is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Level 4 is your hit point maximum is halved. Level 5 is speed is reduced to 0, and level 6 is death.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. That's dark.
Alright. And I guess George will probably take a deep breath and then he'll head downstairs since he probably isn't gonna get any sleep today.
Alright. Now, I will need... Chaos is on autopilot, so Adelsir Day, you get to go next.
Whoops. Sorry, did off instinct. Okay. I awaken. Hubert's not there?
Not as far as you can see.
Okay. First thing that I am going to do is spend one hit die to, feed Zuriel.
Okay.
Weird way to put it, but I can't think of how else it would be, technically.
As you're doing that, you have your hands cupped over the shard. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Hubert suddenly materialize as he pulls off a ring and slips it into his pocket.
Hello, Hubert.
Hello, my lady.
How long were you there for?
Not very.
Alright. So, what did you find?
I found quite a lot.
Do tell.
Well, namely, there's a large bunker under the estate.
Okay.
She was holding many of the sick that you had cured under there, and most of the town's populace, it seems.
Okay.
Not evil fuck.
Oh, that's good. Means that she's at least a good person. Well, potentially. What was she doing with them?
I believe that she was just making sure that they didn't get attacked by the werewolves last night.
Alright.
Because as soon as the first rays of sunlight came along, she sent guards out to check the perimeter, found the mini corpses you all caused, and then proceeded to let everyone out.
Elle just lets out, like, a audible sigh of relief. Okay. That's good. Did you find anything else?
Nothing that looked of interest.
Very well. Okay. Well,
I am uncertain if there was actually anything in there that the whale creatures were after, apart from, well, people.
it's strange then that they would try and get through the door when there were people just around for them to take. But I suppose they smelt the weakness of the people that were recently cured, or something along those lines.
I am currently uncertain as to what the situation implies.
Either way, that makes things much easier.
As I said, I did not see anything that would warrant at least a were creature to want to break in so badly.
You didn't see anything, but are you saying that you're still suspicious?
I am not, honestly. I, however, know that you are suspicious, so I do not want to say that there's absolutely nothing to be had there under the rare chance that I am incorrect.
Either way, one thing I can take comfort in is that she did not purposefully leave us out there to potentially die. So there's that.
However, remains to be seen. Until such a point as you actually ask her, We do not know that for certain, so I would not say that was the cause.
If asked directly, do you honestly think she would tell us?
I am uncertain. I do not know her personality.
Yes, me neither. I suppose I'll see how things go when I speak with her. And she just stands. Last time I did anything with anything that a diplomat would be expected to do that didn't go very well. Hopefully things don't go a similar way this time.
Hubert will then slowly reach for his short sword.
Don't.
Very well.
Oh, by the way, when you were out there, how many werewolves did you see? Were they out and about prowling, or were they just completely focused on the town?
Do you mean while I was doing my
Yes.
ritual? In all honesty, I didn't see any until I started approaching the town.
That's strange. Alright. We're going to be, trying to track down the werewolves today. Do you have any advice for me specifically?
What kind of advice are you looking for exactly?
How to take one down?
Silver.
Yeah.
From what I gathered in my brief fight last night, while magic weaponry does in fact work on them, it is not nearly as effective as silver. He says, patting the magic short sword you gave him and then the silver drapier.
Well, I'd rather you keep those for the time being. You do much better with them than I would.
Oh, I will have a very easy time killing them with these.
She just grimaces at that. Right.
My lady, if they threaten you, I will kill them.
I know. Oh,
I know that you are squeamish to the idea of that. However, I cannot risk your life.
I understand. I'm not about to force other people to try and accept my philosophy, at least in times of life and death.
If I am able to, I will attempt to subdue. However, if I feel that it is more prevalent to kill them, I'm going to, without hesitation. Your life outweighs everyone else's too.
Yes, that's true. Last night I got so desperate I accidentally killed a wolf. That was not fun.
If it's any consolation, it was most likely a painless death.
I am unsure if explosions are painless.
I have come to find out that if you die in the explosion, you won't really realize what's happening.
Speaking from experience?
Well, in the time I died, I didn't realize what happened.
It looked very painful, though.
I didn't feel a thing.
Interesting. Alright, anyway. Well, we should probably tell the others. And...
I believe George has already made his way downstairs.
Oh, perfect. I'll speak with him then.
Now all we have to do is go get Jubilee.
You can do that.
Are you certain, my lady?
Yes. I trust her well-being to you. Just don't do anything that would harm either her or Pole Masters.
I would never.
Even I am beginning to get wary of your sarcasm, Hubert. But she just grins and heads along.
I was not being sarcastic. You told me not to harm them. I would not harm them.
Oh boy, let's see
Jubilee.
how this goes.
Yes.
Jubilee. As you begin groggily waking up, you hear something coming from the door, and as you turn toward it, you see Hubert open your door, putting something away in his pocket, and he goes, Lady Adelsade wishes to speak with you.
Yes, I understand. And when he opens the door, Jubilee is still clothed, so. And she may have somewhat puffy eyes. She looks like she's a good cry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You have to see me like this. I'll make sure to freshen up and be presentable.
Hubert does not leave as he just continues standing, watching you.
Jubilee will get out of bed and then do prestidigitation on herself to freshen herself up.
I
And
take
then
it
looks
you did
over
not
to.
have- I take it you did not have a good night last night.
After the events of what happened with the fight, not really.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, you know what happened. We lost one of our companions, and it was very upsetting for me.
I'm sorry it upset you so.
It's all right, Hubert. You don't need to trouble yourself with my woes. And she'll look back at Poe Masters, who's probably still sleeping.
Yep, he seems out cold. From what you can tell, he kind of exerted himself quite a bit last night, so he's not up.
She'll put a finger up to say, wait one moment, lean over and give Poe Masters a kiss on the forehead before heading back out with
You're not gonna tuck him
Hubert.
in?
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
No, not really.
As you exit, Hubert shuts the door and he goes, These doors have very pathetic locks. As he will then head downstairs if you do not say anything to what he said.
Jubilee will walk with him, but say, you really should tell the owner that, then. Improve his security.
I see no reason to.
Well, someone breaks in and renders you unable to protect Lady Ilsarde, then.
I will kill them.
But like I said, they render you unable.
Then the barkeep will hear the fight that goes on.
Well, I'm saying is, for security reasons, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
It is not my prerogative. Hubert continues not to care about other people.
And Jubilee was just trying to make the point of it would still be for Adelsarde's safety. But whatever.
Adelsarde is safe enough with him.
Pride comes before a fall, Hubert.
I am not prideful. I have no reason to be. Pride is a foolish emotion which would distract me from my duties.
Jubilee will just roll her eyes and just continue downstairs.
Hubert will then meet that up with Adelsarde.
Okay. Well, when Jubilee arrives, Adel looks over to both Jubilee and George and says, "You two were bitten during when we're fighting the werewolves, right?"
Or Jane here.
Yeah.
He ain't here?
No, so it's just me.
Deburbed.
Oh. I'll save it for when he gets back then.
All right.
Well, that conversation.
Unless a perception check is needed,
From who? Me?
possibly.
Jordan? Can I?
I don't know what you're perceiving, so
Any effects of a werewolf biting her?
how familiar are you with werewolves?
Not at all. All I know is that if they bite someone, then they transfer their thing.
How familiar are you with Jubilee's body structure?
Vaguely? I do know she was bitten. I did see it happen.
Roll a perception with disadvantage.
I think the DM finally getting what I'm putting down.
I already knew what you were putting down, but my point still stood.
Bruh.
Looks like Jubilee to you.
Alright.
Oh well, I tried.
That is definitely a half-naked tiefling in front of you.
Got my clothes on.
Your
Yeah.
clothes still make you half-naked, though.
I thought she got a shirt that covered more up.
I got a new tunic, yeah. I mean, hips might still be a little bit like that, but
Yeah, looks like Jubilee to you.
Oh. Well. That's that, I guess.
Riveting conversation.
I'll have to wait for George to get back.
well, you could always have the
fulfill it.
conversation twice if you need to.
Okay, sure. You got bitten, correct?
Yes, it was not pleasant.
Do you feel any different?
I don't think so. And DM, I'm assuming I don't.
Nope. You feel fine.
Yeah, I don't think I feel any different.
The bartender did say that werewolf disease is transferred via being bitten.
Yes, my lady.
So you should probably get checked out by the doctor.
Okay.
You would probably need to be checked out by a cleric,
Why a cleric?
because clerics are familiar with curses.
It's a curse?
Yes.
Oh. In which case, I can get rid of it right now.
I did have an odd dream the other night
Which was?
that Wolf kind of approached me and I was very friendly and accepting of him.
Oh. Strange.
Yeah, that's... he seemed to be angry at first, but I think I convinced him to be more friendly to me. Almost accepting. I'm not sure how to describe it.
Oh. That's
Jubilee, roll
very weird.
roll a Jubilee, roll perception. Adel Sarday, roll perception with advantage.
Okay, let's see.
Perception normal. Might be lost in thought, but who knows?
Adel Sarday,
Mm-hmm.
you, out of the corner of your eye, see Hubert shift his weight very subtly, almost as if not doing anything at all. But you do notice that his hand is now rested on the hilt of his rapier.
Hubert,
I'm merely standing here, my lady.
I can see that you're getting ready to kill her at a moment's notice. Please don't.
I'm sorry, what?
Merely getting ready to defend at a moment's notice.
Hubert, why do you think I'm a threat?
You had a dream about a wolf after being bitten by a werewolf.
Yes, that does sound very... well, like a sign of something bad.
Oh, in case
Oh,
for
no.
some in case for some unforeseen circumstance causes you to go off the handle, I need to be ready to defend myself and my lady.
Oh, now you're ready to do something, Hubert.
Excuse you? He does a lot.
Hubert, do you have any way of seeing if she's actually, by chance, infected by anything?
I do not.
Oh.
I'm not familiar with detecting curses.
Hello, George.
Hello, George. I was going to ask you this. Did you get any sleep?
The yaws are just like, not really.
What were you doing all night?
I kept my specter away and I sent him on a mission to try to find the werewolves, but I need to stay awake for it to stay active.
And did you find them?
Nope. The thing dissipated because I got too tired and it disappeared.
Well, hopefully we'll have better luck tracking them down. But anyway, you got bitten as well, right? Did you get any strange dreams or anything?
I didn't sleep, like I said.
Oh, right.
But do I feel different at all?
Nope. You feel fine.
But I'm fine. I've been bitten before. In
By a
more ways
werewolf?
than one. More ways than one. Or two.
Well, apparently being bitten bestows a curse upon you, which probably doesn't mean good things.
And can bestow a curse upon you.
Can?
Can. It's not always 100% guarantee.
Huh.
Just one excuse to stab me, is it?
If I wanted an excuse to stab you, I would simply stab you.
Well, like I said, I have the ability to remove curses if push comes to shove, but doesn't seem like it is needed at the moment.
Hold on, I'm gonna fucking... I'll roll something. George isn't gonna say anything.
I don't know what you were rolling for, but
He was rolling to see if he was gonna if he was gonna let them like he was gonna say whether or not they should play it safe or not. But he's too tired to like say anything.
sleepy peepee.
Yeah.
Sleepy what now?
Sleepy peepee.
That's what I thought you said.
In any case, I do not want an excuse to inflict bodily harm upon you. But in the event that you are cursed, I want to make sure that I am ready in case you go rabid.
Lovely to know we're in good hands.
We are.
You are. Even if you were cursed, he'd still protect you. Not so much with the rest of us.
He'd probably do anything in his power to cure me.
Well, of course, but he would hesitate to do anything to you. He doesn't hesitate with us.
Well, let me put it like this. If push came to shove and you were a violent werewolf who would kill me if I did not kill you, you would probably kill me. Is that what you want?
Oh no.
There you go. And if I were a dangerous werewolf, who would kill you if you didn't kill me? Would you die or would I kill you?
Still probably Hubert somehow.
That's not what I'm talking about, and you know it.
See Hubert, seeing his response to that.
Hubert has his hands behind his back, just watching you.
I mean, to be fair, it would end up being Hubert that somehow
Just-
wins.
Then looks back to Adolf already. Like, really?
Yes, really. I'm expecting an honest answer here.
I'm being honest is the sad thing.
Okay, let me simplify it.
Like if you were turned into a werewolf, Hubert wouldn't hesitate to take me out if I was trying to subdue you.
Hubert's not part of this question. If you had to kill me, would you or wouldn't you?
I don't know if I could.
There you go. And as a result, you would probably die. I'd be a raving monster who would then go on to kill more people. The issue is that Hubert is willing to do the hardest decisions without any hesitation. The weakness with him is that the hardest decisions are biased. At least towards me. He would never do any harm upon me, but he would probably make sure I didn't do anything to you. Because he knows how it would affect me if I found out that in my state I ended up harming my friends. More than likely, he'd probably take all the blows and just keep me busy while you ran off.
Most likely I would incapacitate you and muzzle you, my lady.
Or that.
Kinky. Kantan is no longer with us.
Either way.
Jubilee like pauses for a remark, but it never comes, and she gets sad again.
Wow. Leaving us on the edge of our seat here.
You're dead, hush.
Oh, he is dead.
I am dead.
Damn. There goes that
I
potential.
know, that's why Jubilee got sad. Oh, right.
I thought he was only potentially dead, and now it's been confirmed. Or has it?
D&D.
Yeah.
He is dead until proven otherwise.
Anyways.
Either way. Damn, where was I? Yeah.
We were doing hypotheticals of if you two came down with lycanthropy.
Ah, there we go. Yes, Hubert's is... As much as you may think that he doesn't care about you, he does. But I am his priority. But it's not the case that he wouldn't do anything to help you if push came to shove. What?
Like, I'm sorry, just he also cares about you, but I matter more. So go fuck yourself.
Mate, that is exactly how Hubert views the situation, yes.
And Jubilee is just pointing that out. We're going around in circles at this point.
Her point is that while you all matter, it's not a case of go fuck yourself. It's just that he will protect you.
Maybe. So long as Adel Sarday isn't in danger first.
I still don't feel protected if that's the case.
Hopefully that will change in the future. Anywho. I'm going to go speak with the mayor today. I don't know if you two would be allowed to join, but would you like to come with?
I think I'll come with. It's not like anything happens during the day with werewolves.
Oh, that's not entirely true.
That I'm aware of.
We did first meet werewolves when we arrived here during the day.
I thought that was at night.
Was it at night, Hubert?
I don't recall, but I do know that werewolves can change their form at will.
I wonder. Looks at my hand, thinks about a wolf paw for a moment.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You probably shouldn't be attempting that in the town, Jubilee.
Well, it'd be good to know. It would be a good way to figure out if I was cursed.
Adel just leans in close and whispers, I don't know if you know this, but the barkeep really doesn't like werewolves, so maybe don't.
You don't want to risk it, then why not just use the cure anyway?
Well, let's go meet up and find out.
Yes. And to answer your question, it does take a bit out of me to do so. So, ultimately, it would be up to Jubilee if she wanted it or not.
Let's not waste the resources until we absolutely need to use them.
And then again, if we absolutely need to use them, we might not get the opportunity. So, weigh up your options.
Well, with you, I trust you to be able to cure me quick enough.
I appreciate the trust. Anyway, let's go.
No offense, Aelsarde. I trust you. but I don't know if I fully trust Hubert to protect. Just saying.
He won't protect.
He won't even do a security check on a lock. That's what I say before we head out.
I did a security check. I opened the lock. That was the security check.
So, while we're going, like, outside, is there anyone in the street?
Yeah, you see a bunch of people wandering around, seeming to be trying to enjoy their day. A lot of them look tired, some look relieved. Barkeep is not out here. Back in the bar. Some look tired, some look relieved, but there's definitely people moving about.
Actually, before we go see the mayor, there is one thing I'd like to check up on. Let's go to the ruins. Yeah, the dungeon.
Why?
Well, we might be able to find Tauntaun with the help of Patterson, if he is still functioning.
I am curious.
Functioning?
I am curious with this line of logic, but I can't say that I have arguments to it either.
She nods.
So do you all follow Adelsarday into the zombie pit?
Might as well. If anything, the two down there might have more insight as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll follow.
While going,
Alright.
while like heading deeper in, she says, "Okay, truth be told, while Patterson would be important, that is not the real reason why I wanted to come down here. Hubert went... Well, Hubert, you can explain what you did last night."
He just looks to you before looking to George and Jubilee and says,
I broke into the estate.
You what?
I broke into the estate.
George doesn't look like he's.
Huh.
He's like, did you find anything?
I found basically almost all of the populace of this town within the estate. They were hidden away in a bunker.
Alright. Was that question? He's
Yes,
gonna rub his eyes again.
which means that she didn't leave us out there to potentially die for no good reason. Which is a relief.
It is a nice. It's nice to know at least.
Yeah.
Context matters.
In any case, I wandered around a bit, explored, tried to see if there was anything of interest other than the people. And while I did not find anything, that doesn't mean that isn't something bad.
Yes, because I am still wondering why were the werewolves so desperate to get in there?
Maybe they wanted to kill her.
Kill her. But why her?
he
Kill a
shrugs to
leader
this.
and kill a leader, and the troops might not even stay around.
Yes, but why would the werewolves know who the leader is?
You're asking that with werewolves that know magic and how to move faster than the speed of light.
Yes, I am. Because,
Do you not think casual intelligence is a thing for them?
yes, casual intelligence. Casual intelligence about your enemies. Well, first of all, the structure of your enemy's base, their leadership, their defenses. That does
They've
not
been
come
fighting
easily.
this. They've been fighting this for years, and they're smart, and the werewolves themselves are smart enough to move their den.
Yes.
I don't see it as that surprising that the werewolves would know who to particularly to go after.
I think it is. Even if it seems like basic information is procured one way or another.
So you think there's a spy?
Not necessarily. but I think the answer as to how and why would also be important. But that's for another time. For now, let's see if Patterson is still Patterson.
At this point, you all make it down, and you see the two sentient undead currently watching Patterson, with Patterson looking at two new arms that are a little ways below his first set of arms, and you see it looks as if Patterson is trying to figure out how to make them work. And then you see that they begin moving on their own, and then Patterson waves his normal arms, and then you watch as all four arms just begin moving chaotically.
Of course Tauntaun asked for something so unorthodox.
Well, at least he's having fun.
Patterson?
Doesn't this mean that he can technically wield a greatsword on one side and a shield on the other?
No.
No?
No.
Ooh.
Patterson?
Patterson will look to you.
We may have some bad news for you.
Patterson just continues looking.
During the fights against the werewolves, Tauntaun was taken, potentially killed. We don't really know. But we are going to try and find him, and I was hoping that you'd be able to help somehow.
Patterson just stares at you. You're not entirely sure if he understood anything you just said.
I have a weird question.
Okay.
Would I be able to know if whether or not speak with dead would help me understand Patterson at all?
You don't know, but you can certainly try.
Okay. We're just gonna try something. He's gonna... Wait, never mind. I'm a fucking idiot. I have to speak with animals. Fuck my life.
Ooh. Oh.
Never mind.
Alright. Hubert will then go, My lady, as much as I would love for Patterson to join us, I do have one thing to bring up.
And that is?
He has no means of actually hurting any of the creatures we're hunting.
Of course not.
Then what use would it be?
I was hoping that you'd have some way of finding Tauntaun. And if not, we could give him a way to hurt vampires? Hurt werewolves.
We aren't exactly made of money. Or
No.
weaponry, for that matter.
No, we're definitely not, but I might be able to get the mayor to help us. Might.
So, when are we going to see the mayor?
No.
What should we do about Patterson?
I suppose, and she looks to... Fuck, I forgot their names. These two.
Grigaldi!
Suppose that's up to them.
He ain't mine.
But then what are they doing here?
Well, that weirdo left him here while I fixed him up. I personally don't care what you do with it.
Okay, then we'll leave him here.
Jericho will give you a thumbs up before then motioning you to leave.
Though if Patterson wants to follow us, I suppose he can do that on his own.
The only issue
But if
with
he
that,
stays here, I will miss him. Alright. Well, Patterson, it's been fun. If you're staying it, that is.
What was the issue, Hubert?
if we can find the knife that Tauntaun had, we will be able to bring Patterson with us. But we have to find the knife.
That would be an issue because that would be in. She thinks and then tries to think back to when Tauntaun was swallowed. Did he drop the knife?
No, everything about him was swallowed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have to go after that pack anyway. So
You said that Tauntaun was eaten, correct?
Swallowed.
Ah, then I will guess I will just have to disembowel something.
Right.
it's one way to get it, I suppose.
Alright. Let's go.
Sounds like that thing might be the main cause of all the others anyway.
It is the mother, after all.
Alright, let's go.
Yep, and Adel will start heading up and towards the mayor's office.
I mean, Jubilee will follow.
Hold on. Right. Where are you guys going now?
Mayor's office.
Alright, as you pass by the
Oops.
front gate,
I went back for some reason. Well, exited the thing anyway.
as you guys go past the front gate, you see Poe Masters sitting outside of it, currently gathering up materials as Bartholomew stands over him watching him.
What are you doing, Poe Masters?
Ah, I am getting ready to try and locate these dastardly beasts.
Really? How are you going to
Yes.
do that?
Magic.
He says, waving his fingers.
I was hoping you'd be a bit more specific. What spell
I
are you
have a-
using?
To locate creature.
Ah, perfect. What do you need for that?
Well, I simply need to play myself a little tune.
Oh, you play music for your stuff. I see.
Yes.
Really?
I mean,
You don't need anything else?
No.
I think he studies similar magic to me, Eosarde. My movement makes my magic.
I mean, I get that much, but when typically locating a creature, you need something of the creature.
Oh, I only needed to have seen one. Or been close to it.
Oh, and you saw the
Yeah.
mother, didn't you?
I did not see it, but I've seen the werewolves, and I'm certain the werewolves will be near whatever it is you just called it.
Well, if I describe it to you, you might have a chance to find the leader.
Unfortunately, the problem is that I have had to seen the creature up close. I had to be very close to it in order for me to locate it. Without
And you
seeing
can't
it-
just read someone else's memories, can you?
No, that would not count.
Wait, I have an idea.
Illusions also don't count.
No, not that. You can locate a creature. Can you locate? Could you locate a creature that recently passed?
No.
Ah, darn. Because then he could have used it on Tauntaun.
Unfortunately, the spell I know can only locate living things.
Living things or willing things?
Living. It doesn't matter if they're willing.
In which
How would you
case...
How would you hunt something if it could resist the ability?
True. But in which case, you can use it to confirm if Tauntaun's alive or not. Can't you?
I suppose so, yes.
Alright.
Imagine if the entire fucking city lit up.
So,
That would be messed up.
It's just, let's find a changeling. Oh fuck, the entire town is changelings.
Well, Masters doesn't know Tauntaun was a changeling.
nope.
But he knows what he looks like, so.
Yeah, what he looks like in the fact that he could shapeshift. It's not something Tauntaun hides.
Yeah,
You never
but
did it in front of him.
Didn't he?
you never did
No.
it in front of him, and there are a ton of things that can shapeshift.
That's fair.
Gardens.
Oh, I thought I did.
Nope.
In any case, I can save this until after your meeting if you would like. I know you had one with the mayor.
And Adel, thinks and looks to the others. Thoughts?
Rude. No, I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, you don't know George's backstory?
Fucking cold as ice playing in my head right now. Why?
So,
It's a good song.
It is a good song, but why is it playing in my head?
who knows? So,
I blame one of you.
thoughts?
Anyways,
We can wait till after the meeting.
Alright.
They might also ask if that could help us track them down.
I mean, nothing says the great Pole Masters can't do the tracking while we're at the meeting.
That's a good point. Mr. Pope Masters,
Yes.
can you do it while we're in the meeting?
I can do it right now.
In which case, let's save the answer for after the meeting then. I need to
We
be...
will definitely come and assist you to find the den once we're done.
Yes.
I'm not going after a band of werewolves alone.
That's a very smart thing to do.
I may be this land's greatest adventurer, but I'm not an idiot.
I mean, you can't be the greatest adventurer without being smart. Alright. Let's go then.
To the mayor's.
Yep. While going along, Ada has her arms folded behind her back. Well, I'm glad that the mayor didn't... Well, there isn't an overwhelming amount of evidence that the mayor didn't leave us to die. It is still a possibility. So,
The mayor was thinking about her people, if that is true.
yes. So,
We do not know that.
Which,
yes.
if that's, like I said,
I would rather assume that she wasn't doing that and was merely, what's the word? Being rude, I guess.
That's true, but you do have a negative view on most people.
Of course, I don't trust hardly anybody.
can't imagine why.
Essentially, what I'm saying is that we're going into a very important meeting in the blind here, so don't try to do anything too... what's the word? Don't be Tauntaun, I suppose.
As you enter, you see, you of course, see a dwarven woman who's busy writing something down in a book, and flanked on both sides, you see 2 dwarves in very heavy set armor. These 2 look like they are walking arsenals.
Well, I guess I was sort of right with these people beat up werewolves, let's not fuck around with them. Or make sure they don't fuck around with us.
Wait, hold on. I know the art on the right. That's from fucking Wizards of the Coast!
I'm surprised you only
Official
just
warlord
realized.
chart.
You do know that the thumbnail for this for the campaign in Roll20 is also like stuff with that. But I think
Don't
it's
need to know.
Magic the Gathering or something or the other.
What's a pizza?
They got the za.
I look at the chat.
I know.
Alright. Ail's gonna start heading over, but we'll stop right here.
You see her scribbling a bit before she looks just over the top of her book, before looking back down, runs a finger along what you would believe to be a list of names, and she goes, Adel Sarday.
Yes.
Let's see. Everything you did for the village. What all? How I have a good account of for everything you've done. You killed 4 werewolves. You incapacitated 4 wolves, and killed an additional 6 wolves. I will pay you 10 gold for all of the wolves and 5 gold each for the werewolves you killed. She says as she's jotting it down.
I see.
Huh?
Thank you. Though I wasn't expecting any payment for those.
Anyone who assists get rid of those stupid moon mutts gets compensated.
Interesting. Huh, understandable. I am glad that you were unharmed while we were dealing with them. They seemed very desperate to get through the doors. And she
Yes.
just points to the doors, like, over there.
I assume she wanted to eat at least one of the villagers who were here, and then bite whoever knows how many more.
Well,
That's why. The biggest number of people.
well, that is a bit strange, isn't it? If she only just wanted to eat one, why not one of the people that were on the walls?
Because the people on the walls are armed with silver, the people in that house were not. Meaning they were the easiest ones to take care of.
Ah. Yes, that answers that question.
Secondly, the people on the walls had armor, which is harder to bite through than cloth.
And that answers that question as well. Interesting. Alright.
Lucky I didn't get eaten.
You were lucky. We all were lucky, considering all of us don't wear armor except for... And she, like, glances at George. Is he wearing armor?
Yes.
Except for 2 of us.
Who's the second?
Alright.
Be our dwarf.
He doesn't wear armor, does he?
No.
Okay, except for one of
never
us.
mind.
Who
Yeah,
are they
technically I
trying
have leather armor.
to defend?
Alright.
Why the fuck wear armor when you can get a better defense?
So, I do have a question for you.
Before that, I have a question for you lot. How many of you were bitten?
Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to detain whoever was.
Whatever for.
In case they
have come down with the curse. I can't risk another lycanthrope wandering the streets.
Well, then you'll be happy to know none of us were hit whatsoever.
Roll deception.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Halfway.
let's see her insight. Let's see her insight. Does she see through the lie?
She just looks to you all for a moment before looking back at her book and going back to her scribbling. What is your question?
Well, I guess I have a couple of questions now. How many people at the moment do you have detained?
None.
That's good. Second question. If I were to tell you that we were able to track down these werewolves, well, the wolf mother specifically, would that change anything? Have you tracked them down before?
You will be paid 50 gold compensation for killing it.
Right to the point. Okay.
Alright. But has anyone tried it before?
Of course,
How did those attempts go?
they're dead.
Alright.
I mean, to be fair, that is 50 gold. Who the fuck wouldn't try it?
Alright. And if we did get rid of it, what changes do you think would happen?
I wouldn't have to deal with werewolves every month again.
Really? So they are the only the mother is the only leader of the werewolf that's been attacking you.
As far as I can tell,
Alright.
werewolf packs are similar to wolf packs if two packs don't typically share territory.
Alright. In which case, I would like to ask to borrow some silvered weapons.
No.
Why not?
The amount of silvered weapons I have been distributed amongst my guards. In case they decide to attack either tonight or even this day, I can't risk one or more of them being disarmed to help you.
While that is the
So
case,
she's saying there's no spares.
while that is the case, in the past couple of weeks that we've been here, we've been able to do some things that your guards have been unable to do.
Yeah, it's like cure a disease amongst a group of people who don't have holy magic. Congratulations.
That and stop the werewolves that were about to break into your estate.
If they had broken into the estate, they would have had to deal with the guards that were inside.
If I may, would it be possible by chance to, if you have anyone that might know of how to craft silver weapons so that we may at some point make some ourselves?
You will have to talk to a blacksmith about that, and you would have to find the silver.
You all not have one?
No, we don't have any spare silver. Any silver that we have found has already been converted into weaponry.
I mean a blacksmith.
Of course we have a blacksmith, but we don't have silver is the problem.
Fury is the problem.
Okay, good to know.
Alright. Okay, well. We'll return with news. Or probably not return at all.
She doesn't say anything for a moment before saying, you shouldn't say it like that.
How so?
Planning for failure is idiotic.
So we'll come back and give you the good news once we're done.
She just makes a grunt sound to this as she continues writing down in her book.
Lady Edelstarte, I believe if we're gonna continue any diplomatic measures, we should complete the task first.
Oh no, I had what I came for. We should go. Let's go. Hopefully find our friend and be rid of that werewolf creature.
Ah, right. I forgot. One of you died last night, didn't you?
How did you know that?
You act as if I wouldn't know a fight broke out in my courtyard.
True, but how did you know one of us is not here?
Once again, you act like I wouldn't have seen the fight that broke out in my courtyard.
Jubilee gets a little annoyed at that. So that means you heard me call him for assistance and...
If
I
I were
did.
to guess, you heard us, but you couldn't spare the people to help us, correct?
I couldn't risk opening the door.
Yes, that makes sense. A tough decision, but an understandable one.
It was not tough at all. I do not know you. You are not part of the people that I have been sworn in to protect. It was rather easy to make, because the hundreds of people that were hiding away in the bunkers in my house far outweighed the ragtag group of unknown adventurers.
You guys are kind of like a bit annoyed at the unknown.
Except for that one. He's from Haven, but still not part of my town.
I'm still gonna be like, that's true.
like, okay, fair enough. Okay, that's better.
Ale just shuts her eyes for a moment and then slowly nods. Again, it's completely understandable. Were I in your
Even if it wasn't.
position, if I didn't do that, I would be a very poor leader.
In any case, for the death of your friend, you will be compensated 20 gold.
Okay, how much did she pay us in total?
She
We
paid.
got 20 gold for Tauntaun dying.
No
She
shit.
hasn't paid you yet. She's still jotting it down.
No,
She's keeping a ledger.
yeah, how much is she? Oh, so I guess we'll be told later then when we actually get, okay. Alright.
She then looks over to her left and in Dwarvish says Long Mace, give him the gold. At which point, the heavily armored one walks up, pulls out a bag of 45 gold, and passes it to you before backing away.
Alright.
There you go.
Guess I'll take it and just stash it for now. Evil will be evenly distributed later. Alright.
And now I have to pay that stupid barkeep.
Why do you not like the barkeep?
Because he goes outside of the walls during the blood moon.
God damn. This man
I mean-
really likes his money.
I don't think he did this time, but
He did.
Hmm.
Even after the werewolves were done assaulting us, there were still several hours left in the night, and he always, every single time, parades out there as if he doesn't care if he dies.
Hmm.
I think he does. I don't think he can, with the way I saw him taking hits.
He can die. It's just very hard.
Well,
You
Sad.
seem to talk like you know him very well.
He's a savage. Let's just put it that way.
alright.
Insight check?
I think we
Okay.
were told about this before, weren't we?
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like there's a little more than she's letting on.
You have a feeling that when she says savage, that means he's not from a bunker down, live in town type place.
I see.
Motherfucker's a barbarian, isn't he?
Jubilee will just nod.
Okay,
Bunker down when I could be out there killing things?
let's go.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to say, do, or proclaim before this meeting is adjourned?
No.
Very well. You are dismissed.
Ale turns to go, but then stops. Actually, one last thing. You said that people, well, you often detain people that were bitten, right?
Correct.
When was the last time that happened?
Weeks ago.
How?
A month ago.
They were bitten by a werewolf. They began showing signs of turning, so we had to detain them.
No, I meant
Oh,
how? On the walls?
It was during a patrol. They were out in the forest.
how fast does one show signs of being cursed?
She then slowly looks to you as this question raises suspicions to her.
What?
The
What? I'd
reason-
like to know in case something happens.
The reason why we're asking, as I'm sure you saw, is because before our friend got swallowed and potentially killed, he was bitten several times. While it's unlikely that he's alive, we're holding out hope that he is. He's probably would have been turned, given how many times he was bitten.
I mean, there
In
is
any
no
case.
dagger they know he has.
In any case, it could be as short as minutes or as long as days.
I believe what they're trying to say is like, are there any symptoms that show that?
No.
Okay. That's all then.
Difficult to spot anything.
In any case, the issue is that if, by chance, someone comes down with lycanthropy, I can't risk them wandering the streets. They are detained and removed.
As in, exiled.
One could say that, yes.
Well, you won't have to worry with that happening with us.
That remains to be seen.
And it will be seen. Okay. Let's start going.
Right.
Ada will start heading back off. You know, whenever like Ada does the one more thing, which I guess is sort of her catchphrase by now, she asks a question that's supposed to be like, what's the word? Supposed to be like the single crack that's meant to be in someone's facade or something. And it
So
turns,
have you ever watched the detective show Lumbo?
where do you think I got the idea from? But
Okay, just had a feeling.
But damn, it kind of did the opposite here. Now we have the crack in the facade. Yikes.
Facade.
Whatever. Damn, Gretchen is the real deal. Holy shit.
Trying to out-diplomat the diplomat.
I am a diplomat.
Not a very
gonna
cheap one.
Look at
You're also the diplomat of a country that enslaves people.
I mean,
we're gonna look at Adolfsvar Day and be like, so do you really want to hunt that thing down like immediately?
why? Do you want to rest?
No, I'm not saying I want to rest. I'm just saying that you're talking about our last fight. More than half of us weren't able to do much. Hell, there was Thorgrim, but he could only take so much. Fucking Jubilee doesn't have anything that can affect the werewolf at all.
Well, a
If
couple.
anything, I only have two things that can help me with them. Hubert is probably the most useful person that can help us with that, and since I'm saying this because I haven't really seen him fight too much, I don't know how well we'd be against a swarm of werewolves.
Hubert, when you're outside the walls, how many werewolves did you deal with?
I came across 3. I only managed to kill one of them, though. The other 2 ran away after I did.
All right.
It's very chilling how you can say that so calmly.
That's because killing is easy for me, Jubilee.
Turns to George. Jubilee turns to George and says, "Yeah, he might be the main reason why we're so confident now."
I hate to say it, but the reason why we struggled so much before is because he was not here. Now he is.
So it's Hubert's fault Tauntaun died. Got it.
That isn't
Now I
exactly reassuring.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
After these messages,
George is looking at it, was like, that's not exactly reassuring. If your whole success is based off of one person, you aren't really that successful at all. Or your survivability is based off of one person, then it's not really saying much.
well, without Hubert, we managed to defeat all of those werewolves and wolves except for 2. Not to mention the wolves and the werewolves that floated through the gates beforehand. So, before the fight even began, that caused us to lose Tauntaun, we had used up some of our resources in the process. Jubilee used Dimension Door. I also used one of my large spells to do so, as well as many of my spells. And yet we still managed to almost cripple their forces. Yes, we lost Tauntaun, but in the process, we almost completely isolated the biggest threat there. And we managed
to be fair, Tauntaun wasn't going to be able to give much.
And we managed to be fairly healthy and ready to fight the creature had it not fled. We did that without one of the heaviest hitters in our team. The heaviest hitter is now here. Do you see my point?
George just kind of let out like a deep sigh and like, yeah, I can see that. I can also see the fact that you're heavily...
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
I
back.
won't say underestimating, but I was saying you're taking this fairly calmly, considering that without one of your heaviest hitters, one of your own still died.
If I was not calm, then I would not have the mind space to make any logical decisions. And I can assure you, it took much training to be able to remain calm in situations like this.
All right.
So, let's tell Thorgrim that we are going to try and chase after the werewolf, and then let's go chase after the werewolf, shall we? And
all right.
hopefully get concrete information as to whether Tauntaun is dead or not.
Also, thank you for not ratting me out.
I wasn't going to. In fact, I was sort of surprised that you said anything around it. But your quick thinkings meant that I didn't have to come up with a reliable response.
Well, I figured if we're detained, cursed or not, that or not, it's no good if we're being detained.
Oh.
We need to be active.
Also, it wasn't simple detainment that she was referring to.
What was she
Gonna
referring
kill
to?
She was going to kill anybody who possibly was infected.
That woman is an interesting one.
Yes, but their methods are understandable if her city doesn't have any type of magic to help cure these diseases.
But I saw the look in her eyes when she asked if any of us was bitten. It was the look of a woman who was ready to order someone's execution.
Yes, I had a feeling.
Glad I spoke up when I did now.
Truth be told, I was a little bit afraid for your safety when you did.
Better if I'm caught in a lie than you.
If I'm caught in a lie, I can easily just prove that I could cure you anyway.
You're the diplomat, though. If anything, it deflects any blame to me than to you. And you're still in good graces.
I don't think anyone is in good graces with that woman.
True, but still. It's just better this way.
Fair enough. Anyway, let's find out the well-being of Tauntaun, and then we'll go on from there. Oh yeah, how many of us? So, Thorgrim, Aelserde, Jubilee, Hubert. That's 5 people. Okay. It's 45 divided by 5. 9. She'll just hand you guys like 9 gold.
Hubert will look to the gold you are attempting to hand him before looking to you.
Hubert, you can decide what you want to do with it afterwards, but you are going to take it.
Is that an order?
Yes.
Very well.
Besides, currency is a tool that you can use to make things easier for yourself, isn't it?
Yes, I could bludgeon someone to death with it if disarmed.
Or get someone else to do it for you. That always works.
You know that's not what I meant.
Yes, the backup weapon hurts.
Unfortunately, my lady, I have no reason to have currency, as I've told you numerous times.
And yet you've used it a few times. Strange.
Looks in my money pouch, which now only has 9 gold.
Let's find out if he is dead or not.
As you say that, Toastmasters turns and looks to you.
He is definitely dead.
Well, that's that then.
But I do know that at least the werewolves are quite a distance away, but easily trackable. That way,
He says, pointing southeast.
Well, I doubt Tauntaun would care about that. At least we can stop anyone else from following in his stead.
Are you all ready to go then?
We should tell Thorgrim about what's going on.
I'll go get him. And Julie will head to the inn to retrieve Thorgrim.
Alright, you find his door locked.
Jubilee will knock.
He does not reply.
Thorgrim? Oh, fuck.
He does not reply.
Knocks a little louder.
He does not reply.
Okay. I don't know if this is this player is not here, so leave his character alone, or this character is in serious trouble.
Neither do I, so
This player is not here, so leave the character alone. Or the character
okay.
is not here, so that you cannot mess with him.
Oh, fuck.
It could be either option.
God damn
Only
it.
one way to find out. Jubilee, blow open the door.
Jubilee will knock a little louder and hopefully get his attention. Thorgrim, seriously, this is not the time for a joke.
No reply.
Jubilee will go downstairs and get the barkeep. I need to get into a room. I think someone might be in trouble.
You got the key?
No, that's why I was getting you, so you knew I wasn't just breaking into someone's random room.
I mean, the only
way I'm gonna get into that room is breaking the door. And I don't feel like breaking a door.
Is it okay if I attempt to, then?
Are you willing to pay for it?
I don't have money. Ugh, I'll try to open it another way, then, without breaking it.
You just got 9 gold.
You think
That's
9
all I've
gold's
got.
gonna cover a door?
What the fuck
Are
kind
you
of door?
telling me he's buying expensive fucking doors?
What the fuck kind of door do you have that costs 9 gold?
I guess Jubilee will try using her room key and see if it will work in this door.
It does not.
Okay. Thorgrim, really, this is not funny. And just kind of shoulder check the door a little bit.
Are you trying to knock down the door?
Not necessarily, just trying to make a loud noise.
And it does not budge.
Jubilee is just gonna can I see through the keyhole?
It's dark.
God.
But I mean, I guess you technically have dark vision, but you don't
Yeah.
see any. You don't see anything strange.
I don't see a Thorgrim in the bed or anything.
You can't make out anything.
Oh, for the love of... I hope there's a window I can climb through. Jubilee's just gonna go outside, go around the side, and try to find a window to look into.
Roll perception.
By any chance, do we see her walking around outside looking for a
Roll
window?
perception.
Okay.
Roll.
Perception, don't let me down. Yay.
You see her.
I think she's having trouble. Hubert, can you help her?
Very well. Hello, Jubilee.
Thorgrim's not answering his door, and I'm getting extremely worried.
Why is that?
I can't get in, and again, he's not answering.
Perhaps
He would at least answer me if he was unable to do anything.
Unless he wants to be alone.
Well, I would like to see if he's at least in there or alive, if you don't mind. Can you give me a boost to the...
Alright, he rolled a nat 1 on his perception check, so he doesn't see anything strange. Hubert will just shrug before offering to give you a hike up.
Jubilee will use this opportunity. And I hope
Oh,
he
right,
doesn't
yes,
just drop me.
He doesn't drop you, but he also doesn't lift you very easily, and he's like,
I appear to be more winded than I originally thought.
You call me fat.
No, I'm saying I stayed up all night, so I'm tired.
Right. Jubilee will now try appearing into the window this time.
Yeah, Hubert has some tact.
you see that the curtains are drawn.
Knocking on the window, I guess.
Just break the window.
I don't have money to replace things. Is there a way to... Is there a little latch that I can slip something thin in and open the window from?
Sleight of hand with this. Do you have thieves' tools?
I... do not.
Then no.
So like, you can't just slide a dagger in there.
That's definitely not thin. Daggers are a lot
know.
thinner than you think.
I don't know, man.
Most daggers have a bevel.
Oh, wait. Duh. What's got this for?
Oh yeah.
If the window's unlocked...
You watch as the window rattles a bit before coming to a stop. It is in fact locked.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
god. Jordan, is...
What?
Can you please just tell us if this is leave him alone because the player's not here?
Oh, I will not tell you.
God damn it.
Can you do what you did to my door to Thorgrim's door, please? Hubert.
Of course. He will then lead you upstairs, and you watch as he pulls out a set of thieves' tools and picks the door. And you find the room empty.
What?
I'm going to quickly search around for any clues of what might have, where he went.
Roll investigation. You do not see any type of clue that would inform you as to where he went.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, it appears that Thorgrim is not here.
Okay. I'm gonna stay calm. I'm just gonna go tell Edel Sardine.
You're doing a very poor job of staying calm.
Thank you, Hubert. Your insight is impeccable as always.
You're welcome, Jubilee.
Let's just go tell Edel Sardine and Jubilee will leave and come back.
Any luck?
Thorgrim's not in his room. I don't know where he is,
see.
and I'm concerned now.
Well, I think you have a right to be concerned because more than likely, and she just points to the forest, he's in there.
He probably went to try and kill the things on his own.
Either that or he is letting off some steam, which probably involves killing the things on his own, so we should probably hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get bit at all?
I don't quite remember, but he was surrounded by them, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was. So...
You can roll an intelligence to try and remember.
Okay, let's do that then.
Intelligence or history?
Either or. Don't matter.
Alright, let's see. What do I have more in? Intelligence or history?
What'd you roll?
History?
That number, so.
Oh, 21.
Alright, you both remember Hubert was bitten a lot.
Hubert? Oh no!
Oh no!
Thorgrim.
Hubert, no!
You know, ever since he said Hubert Grimm, I've been having this mistake.
Hubert Grimm?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hubert! The most powerful party member we have.
He is both the DPS and the tank. Alright.
I mean, to be fair, both of them are tank.
Okay. Masters, change of plan. Can you try and find Thorgrim?
The dwarf?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can try, but I can only locate dwarves. I can't locate a specific person. It has. If I try to locate just a dwarf, I will get ping. I will know every dwarf within the location of me.
That's fine, because it's more than likely he's not in the town. He's in the forest. And how many dwarves would be randomly wandering around there? In fact, in which direction did you say the wolves were?
Southeast.
Southeast, okay. Then let's try and focus for dwarves that are going in that direction.
Well, he wouldn't know they are.
It's Thorgrim.
I would just simply know if there was one that way.
Alright.
Let's just track the werewolves again. If he's going after him and he happens to go that way, we'll find him then.
I think we should focus on finding him, especially if he is dealing with the curse. Because if he goes, well, out of control.
My lady, may I say something?
Yes?
If he is going out of control with the curse, don't you think he would join the pack?
exactly my point.
Okay. I guess we'll see what happens. So, werewolves then?
Werewolves.
All right, so everyone is in agreement of going.
Yes.
I swear, if Matt comes back and is like, oh yeah, how's Thorgrim? Oh, he died.
One vote yes.
Yes,
He's
werewolves.
good to go, even though he's tired as fuck.
All right. And with that, you are on the map. And after about 2 hours or so of walking, Masters will slow before going, I think we need to start being a little more quiet.
Why are we getting close?
I believe so. I can sense them very close now, as opposed to whenever they were not as close. Sometimes I am not very good with words.
Noted.
Oh, stealth it.
Alright.
Un momento, por favor. Still, now Roll20's just acting bad and not doing the thing I'm telling it to do. Fine. Who cursed me?
Who knows?
Oh.
Alright. Now will you finally work?
No.
Haha! It worked. Thank goodness. As you all begin walking through a fairly dense and dark forest.
Well, this isn't nerve-wracking at all.
Very foreboding.
Very. Alright. Bo, you lead the way.
We must be on guard. Because werewolf creatures actually have very good senses. So if they by chance manage to sniff us out, for example, they will know we are coming.
So, what do you suggest we do?
Well, unless you all have a means of making yourselves not smell the way you do, I do not know.
Would water help?
Possibly, but I don't think it would help in the way you are hoping it will.
Right. Anyone have any ideas? Oh, that'll probably do it. Prestidigitation.
I'll make myself smell like just pine in general, or what the trees smell like.
Would George still kind of smell bad since he literally didn't sleep or wash himself up or anything?
I'm not going to force you to smell like body odor, man. You will smell like George.
Isn't that in turn body odor?
I will allow Jay to say however he smell.
Okay. I guess George.
However
Yeah,
you
so-
want to smell is how you will smell.
Alright. I guess he'll take some, like, or dirt or something and I guess just use that.
Okay.
Make himself smell like the area around.
Schubert, you have any ideas?
I do not have anything useful to this.
You're, well, sort of the stealth expert here. How would you mask your smell?
I am not good at masking my smell. I am good at masking my presence.
Ah, right. Well, I guess I'll just follow George's lead then. You should probably do the same. And she also,
Very well.
Yep, and she also uses mud to try and mask her scent.
Alright.
Why aren't you using prestidigitation?
Because I do not have it.
Thought you did. Huh.
What, did you use yours?
It's a cantrip, so it's free for me.
I was speaking in character. Oh, well.
What? I'm sorry, what?
I thought
I'm a
she
little
said...
confused by that statement.
I thought she said, like Jubilee said, why are you using mud instead of a spell? And Adel says, I don't know it.
Okay, and then when you said I was using yours, I just kind of cast my spell on myself. I can do this with a whim.
I would have appreciated if you told me so that you could use it on the rest of us, instead of me having to cake myself in mud.
Well, it will only last an hour, so I'd have to keep doing it, but
Well,
I thought you already knew about this, so my apologies.
too little, too late now. It's in the past.
Huh.
Either way, let's get moving. Poe?
Mhm.
How
Masters?
do you proceed?
Well, yeah, ask Poe Masters to lead the way, but I'm gonna be going as quiet as possible.
Alright. If you're trying to go quiet, I will need stealth.
Same.
Also,
Anybody who is trying to go quietly needs to roll stealth.
Imagine if all of you rolled fucking nat ones and it was just crack, tumble, 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 crack, and then just suddenly surrounded.
Remember, George, you gotta roll with disadvantage, because exhaustion.
Oh, fuck. Oh, nice. He's too tired to make noise.
What's the marching order?
Bartholomew and Poe in front, Hubert, and then me, and I don't know about the others.
Alright, so if you're
I'll be next to Adel Sarday.
if you're wanting Poe Masters to go first, Poe Masters goes,
Well, if I have to go first,
he then turns to Bartholomew, and Adel Sarday and Hubert, as you two are the only two who know Dwarvish, you hear Poe Masters go, Bartholomew, the chest hammock! And you look as Bartholomew reaches down, picking Poe Masters up, and then opens a portion of his chest before storing Poe Masters away inside of it. You see Poe Masters lay down in a hammock before Bartholomew closes his chest, thus protecting Poe Masters.
What the fuck?
Okay then.
Oh, God's following me loud, or is he just chilling?
Do it.
I don't know.
See. Oh boy. Let's see what his -1 to dexterity helps here. He rolled a 0.
Oh,
Mother
no.
of God.
Alright, So Bartholomew begins walking forwards. Never heard of the word stealth in his life, based on the way that he's clanking about. And as he clanks around, you all then hear a very soft
Sorry, a soft what?
howl. I howled.
Ooh, boy. In which direction? Ah.
Oh boy.
Roll initiative. Hubert will look to both of them before brandishing his weapons, and will very calmly walk over to this one, preparing to give it a very bad time.
Preparing. Oh, wait, it's disadvantage, I forgot.
No, only his skill checks are with disadvantage.
Okay, preparing, quote unquote.
As it does seem that his tired nature seems to be getting to him, with only one of his attacks landing. However, the attack that does land pierces the werewolf's shoulder, causing it to growl before you see the radiant energy swelling in the shoulder wound before bursting, causing it to yelp out in pain as thanks to him using a silver rapier, the divine smite deals full damage. Moves on to Jubilee's turn.
I'll move off to the side a little bit, so I'm in range. Let me see. Then, let me just double check, make sure this is correct. Nope, I have to touch him. God damn it.
Remember what happened the last time you threatened to touch Hubert.
Okay, cancel the move part of my action then. I'll tap George on the chest, and well, since I can do this once a day, boom. So 5 temporary hit points for him, and he's now immune to getting frightened.
Okay.
Bonus action, I will also give him inspiration. And that'll be my turn.
Alright.
So George gets all the buffs this time. That's all I'm good for.
Rat werewolf. Second werewolf. Hubert gets to counter second werewolf. Hubert continues to stab werewolf with the silver rapier as it seems Hubert just had to center himself for just a moment as he is back to being right on point, having dodged a bite from the werewolf and then immediately stabbed it down in its leg as if trying to cripple it. As it moves on to Adelstar Day's turn.
Okay, I am going to use, here we go, because I remember what happened last time I used fire in a forest like this. I'm gonna do it again. I'm kidding. Ray of fuck. Never mind.
Ray of fuck.
Wait, do I still have seeking spell? No.
Ray of fuck. Sounds like a Tauntaun spell.
Of course it does.
I conjure dildos.
So I went here.
Tauntaun can definitely do that.
So I went here, trying to fire a ray of frost at this guy, and probably missed.
You did this.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going back behind Bartholomew. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. So it goes on to Bartholomew's turn, who can't actually hurt any of these things.
While that is true, he has shown that he's physically able to, well, hold them.
Restrain.
Yeah.
Alright, so you all watch as Bartholomew suddenly begins glowing as electricity courses along his body, as unbeknownst to you, Poemasters casts a spell within Bartholomew before you see lightning cackle out of Bartholomew's face, speeding towards
Sorry.
towards the werewolf.
Let's see. Did you pretty much make the backpack wizard?
Nobody expects the backpack wizard.
You did. You totally did.
George,
It's
George.
like the Spanish Inquisition, but magic.
Magic.
Are you there?
Go on a mystical journey. Come on, Charlie.
Jay? Jay?
Alright,
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. It's your
George is
turn.
just tired.
Yeah, you definitely sound it, bud.
You good?
Oh, play. I'm fine. George is tired, so I'm acting tired.
Oh.
Well, you do just to let you know. Oh, you're not actually tired?
No, I'm not actually tired.
Okay.
I'm so sleepy.
So sleepy. Need rest. Or a cigar.
George is gonna come around here. Gonna summon up a heavy crossbow.
I ain't getting near those things again.
Realize he's too
Oh,
tired to try fighting close at right now.
You have temporary HP and you have inspiration.
Let him
And you're
play.
immune.
Let him play how he wants to play. Alright, which one are you shooting?
The injured one.
Alright, you hit.
They're both injured, though.
Crippled one. That Hubert
The
was
one
currently talking
Hubert was stabbing, I knew what he meant. Anything else?
Firing again.
That'll hit.
Then I have a question because I've been thinking about this for a little bit.
Yo.
With George's weapon seemingly being like somewhat magical since he can summon them out of essentially a different plane, would he possibly be able to experiment and use the silver dust to make those also silver?
You can attempt rubbing the silver dust on your weapon to see if it works, but you will not know until you try.
Oh, okay.
Is that all you're gonna do this turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Hubert shakes his head, takes a deep breath, and will make 3 more attacks. Right, let's see how much he did on his critical. As Hubert will stab the wolf in its foot again, causing it to kneel, and right as he rears back his rapier, as if to finish it off, he then thinks back to the conversation he had with Adel Sarday, sighs in a bit of annoyance before hitting the werewolf in the side, in its temple, knocking it out instead of murdering it.
We're just gonna look weirdly annoyed at that.
Hubert.
I must be good. No killing.
Yay.
Jubilee.
He's whipped. Really got much I can do. So I guess we'll just vicious mockery at the frickin' werewolf. Not much else I can really do, so.
Definitely did not make that save.
Well, he has disadvantage on his attack roll now, and we'll take 4 points of damage, psychically.
2d4. You're higher than 5th level.
5 points of psychic damage.
Right. Werewolf growls in annoyance. Next attack is made with disadvantage. First attack hits, then the claw. The claw also hit. The claw. So Hubert will take 5 points of piercing damage from the initial bite. He gets to make a con save.
Everybody becomes a werewolf.
And then 8 points of slashing damage from the claws. With the werewolf looking rather nervous at the fact that Hubert dispatched the other one so handily. Alright. Tauntaun.
What?
As you're sitting, relaxing with your new gaggle of frenemies, you suddenly
Not playing b-ball outside of the school?
No. You suddenly see all of them perk up as each of the humanoids transform into their werewolf shape, with the mother rising as it is time to go and meet the aggressors attacking you. What you gonna do?
Well, I'm assuming they're going to be very angry if I don't go, so I'm going to have to go.
You're in the bottom right-hand corner of the map.
In the bottom right-hand corner? Where is the bottom right? There's the bottom right corner. I will do the poke on myself and do the haste. What level is haste? Haste is a level. I also have to redo all my macros. Haste is a thing. I will do the haste. I am still set to GM. Oh well. And I'm
Alright.
probably going to stand there.
You're not gonna move. Alright.
Probably should
Handle grenade.
but I won't.
Okay. So. Let's go here. Right here. And let's try this again. And see if I am able to give Hubert a helping hand. Ray of hell yeah, Ray of Frost. No
That'll
Ray
hit.
of Fox today.
But Ray of Fuck.
No.
You see, I slowly begin creeping up the werewolf side. However, much like previously, it doesn't seem to be hurting it as much as Hubert has been.
Better than nothing. And yep, I'll just stay here and be ready.
Right. A werewolf said no werewolf, no. Good old Barty. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Lightning!
I wonder, can I even see
As
something?
the electricity courses over the werewolf, still not putting it down, but it doesn't seem to be doing very well either. Right.
George is thinking to himself right now, why in the fuck we asked the barkeep to come and hunt down the fucking things that he's been wanting to kill for so long with us?
God fucking damn it! Why didn't we? Ah well.
Like the thought just occurred to me, like, well, the barkeep is a fucking savage and would have loved to do this. Why do we not ask him?
Yeah. Ah well.
For a brief moment, George is no longer tired as he sits there cocking his crossbow, aiming, and he goes, "Wait a minute, why didn't we bring the barkeep?"
Well, probably because the bartender would have said no because he's got to watch his bar.
But he's also a savage.
I mean,
Just kill him.
he was a savage. We can't, say savages aren't capable of higher thought. And also, we don't know. He might have closed down the bar since most of his customers at the inn will be out for the day. But who knows?
Since George just had this thought, he's going to. It's a free action. Look over at Polemaster. He's like, hey, Polemasters.
You see a hatch in the back of Bartholomew open as Poe peeks his head out.
Do you have any way of bringing people to you?
To me, no.
Fuck. We're idiots. Why didn't we just ask the barkeep to come with us? You should George just say out loud as he still looks completely tired.
Hindsight is 2020. We can focus on that a bit later.
Yeah, true. I'm guessing it's my turn?
Yeah.
I guess as he also says, also, and he's gonna aim. Do I need to try to actually, roll to hit the unconscious werewolf?
Yes. You'll roll with disadvantage because it's a ranged attack against a prone target.
Fuck.
There is always a chance you miss.
Fuck it, since he thinks it's the only thing over there, he's gonna walk over there and it's gonna be like, also, and he'll just get rid of his heavy crossbow and take out his longsword and just coup de grace thing if you can.
You now roll with advantage. Alright, that'll definitely hit.
And he's just gonna put his longsword into its throat. We definitely should not be sparing these things.
It'll
That
just.
is your call to make, however, I was instructed to.
Ale just frowns at what George does, but doesn't say anything.
Yeah, one of them could be Tauntaun.
Is that all you're doing, George?
And then was the fucking... Sorry, I keep asking because I keep forgetting. Is the fucking dust an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay, he's just gonna start in the bonus action, sprinkle the dust on his hands again, if he needs to.
You'll have to apply it specifically to your weapon. Or are you prepping it for a spell?
I'm prepping it for a spell just in case.
Okay, if it's for a spell, then never mind.
Prepping for a spell.
Right. Hubert's turn. We shouldn't be sparing these, says George.
I agree, but I was told to, says Hubert.
As Hubert will make his 3 attacks upon the werewolf, 2 of which seem to be doing quite a bit of damage, and then the third he stabs into its side with his magical sword, causing it to growl and try and push him away. However, it looks very weak at this point. Jubilee.
Oh, I don't have any way to damage him though. I'll try another vicious mockery again. This really is the best thing I got.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. It fails its save.
6 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on its next attack. That's really all I got.
Alright. As this goes on, you all suddenly begin hearing the sound of rapid footfalls and panting breath before, out of the woods, you see Thorgrim appear, looking very angry and going, "I've been hunting these bastards all day!"
Thorgrim,
What?
we are going to have a long talk after this.
No, we aren't. I'm a grown-ass dwarf. I can do what I want.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's left a note, something.
As the werewolf misses both of its attacks on Hubert. As Hubert just simply blocks and parries with his weapons before looking to Adelsarday and Jubilee going, "I knew he was alright." As it goes to Tauntaun's turn.
It is the Tauntaun time. Oh, I'm being left behind. Perfect.
Tauntaun, wait, what?
You can't see me. By the way, is it dark in the forest?
It's daytime, so there's enough light to see easily.
I mean, I still have double sight, so.
I'm back, bitches.
My point still stands.
Alright, so my current speed is a speed of a lot, I think. Yeah, haste just doubles me, so. And then I have that extra action where I can just neum further.
Neum.
I also have a 12 AC, I think. I don't remember if wizards are proficient in leather armor.
No.
They are!
Wizards have no proficiency in armor.
Check. Okay.
Except for the blade singing wizards.
Which is weird. But okay. Global AC modifier, 2. Name.
Also, you don't have leather armor.
I had leather armor. It was in my bag. Warlocks start with leather armor.
Ah, right.
I just never used it because it was only 10 AC.
You also know that it takes like 10 minutes to put armor on, right?
That I do, yes. I just had it tabbed as on for whatever reason. Anyway, haste, and then action to mage armor. So 13 becomes 12. Becomes 14. Hey, I'm slowly getting decent AC, guys!
All it's taking is every buff known to man.
I mean, I also have shield, so I can get 19 AC. A little bit.
So what else are you doing?
Then I'm going to Yumi. My 60, and then...
You used your action to cast mage armor.
And I have haste, which means another action.
Ah, right.
Not a lot I can do with that action, but zoomy!
As As you're all bickering against one another, you hear the brush beginning to move as a very familiar figure suddenly busts through the woods. You see a red aura around him, and a few differences. Noticeably, you see his teeth are sharper, and he now has blood red pupils in the center of his pitch black eyes, as well as claws.
Oh shit, they took away my sunglasses?
I was about to ask if he's wearing sunglasses. Okay, that's not Tauntaun. We can kill him.
Oh,
Imposter.
duly noted, Hubert says.
Wait, that was our character. Don't do that.
Adel
Ow.
Sarday. Okay, that's an
These
imposter.
fuckers.
Kill him. At your service.
Tauntaun's just gonna look at everyone and just go, oh, it's these fuckers.
Tauntaun?
Well, who the fuck else is this stylish?
And she just looks at Poe. I thought you said he was dead.
He was whenever I cast the spell.
What?
Oh,
Oh no.
wait, what spell did he cast?
Locate creature.
No, Tauntaun's asking in character.
Poe Masters?
Locate creature.
What kind of creature did you try to find?
We will discuss this later, either when you're dead or whatever.
Capture.
Are you on our side right now?
Adel Sarday, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm asking him if he's on our side, because that will define what I do this turn. Tauntaun?
How can Tauntaun get across that he wants to be saved without also angering every fucking werewolf behind him?
Man, it would be very useful if you still had telepathy.
Well, I don't fucking have telepathy anymore.
I'm well aware.
Wait, isn't the
Wow,
book telepathic?
DM is a troll.
Do what?
Isn't my book telepathic?
I don't think so. And if it is, it's only telepathic with you.
Manifest mind. Blah blah. Oh, hey, that's a bonus action. Which, by the way, you went past my bonus action.
My bad, I didn't know you had one.
Neither did I. And I'm gonna use manifest mind. I have a floating cat book.
Hey.
Cat book?
That's it.
Yeah. Adel Sarday, you look to him and you go, "Are you on our side?" And he responds by conjuring a tiny version of his cat.
Oh,
It is going to be put anywhere within 60 feet of me, so... Oh, perfect. Right next to Edel Sarday.
okay. How the fuck do I rescue him without him getting
Meow.
immediately... Oh. Cat.
Meow. It is spectral, so it is very much see-through, but
Alright, that answers that
Hopefully
question.
the cat can make things work.
That's all I needed was some confirmation. Bartholomew?
Bartholomew just doesn't look to you as
Oh,
he
right.
seems focused right now.
I will say it's in Dwarvish. Alright, Bartholomew, do you see the weird-looking person that's standing in front of you? And she points at Tauntaun.
He doesn't look to you because, once again, he's focused on the werewolf, but he nods.
Alright. When I say go, I need you to go and stand between him and the red. Well, hold on. I need you to go to him and throw him in my direction.
He
Okay.
nods again.
Perfect.
Oh, god damn it.
Then I am going to go over here. And I friggin' knew that this spell was going to be useful today. That's why I prepared it. And using a, actually, hold on. I need to double check something real quick. Okay. I am going to use one sorcery point to make this spell distant. And that will make it 30 feet. And I think that is right. Yes. And then I am going to cast Remove Curse.
On.
Tauntaun.
Alright. So You feel the spell trigger and you hurl it at Tauntaun. However, you do not feel anything take effect.
Well, that was a waste of a spell slot, but whatever. Okay. Actually. If I use one... I can only use one meta magic per turn, right?
Right. No. You can use one meta magic per spell.
Okay. And your thing is I can only use, like, cantrips and stuff now?
Level 2 or lower.
Level 2 or
Unless you have
lower.
a
Okay.
Normal way is cantrips, but he's giving you a little bit of birth.
I guess so that this turn ain't a complete waste. Going to cast. Aid. Actually, no. I'm not going to cast Aid. I am going to cast Darkness. Right on top of 60 feet. Yep.
Oh.
Right on top of Tauntaun.
Doesn't have to do anything.
Tauntaun still has Devil Sight despite not being Warlock anymore.
Do you?
Decided, fuck at will mage armor.
Alright. And that's my
Because
turn.
being able to always
Wait,
see
no, it's a
moves.
magical darkness of 15 feet. 15 feet radius.
Yeah, 15 feet. So right on
15 feet
Tauntaun.
or a 30 spear.
I'd draw it, but I don't know if you want me to do that. So,
Hold on. Just let me do my thing, guys. It's okay. Bam.
Oh, by the
Bam.
way, Obidus, did you see the thing I sent
Which thing? Oh,
in the DM?
sure.
alright. I don't know why.
Tauntaun, so he's not as hot.
I don't know why the remove curse didn't land, but at least now he can have a cover of escape. Wait, I hope Bartholomew can find him. Eek. If he gets the chance to, he might not even.
Why is there a
Bartholomew,
white square beneath me?
because Cat is currently the place marker for the darkness spell.
Ah, well, now I look like a fucking companion cube.
Bartholomew will stand here.
Do I see that?
Yes.
Oh boy. It's gonna shout out 4 o'clock.
And it's your turn.
Alright. Good to know. As seeing as he's had his thing prepared and doesn't really need it much more because he is going to be probably focused on just one thing from now on. He is going to go over to Adelsar Day and drop something in her hand.
What did you drop in my hand?
It's it's the last charge of his silver dust.
Oh. How do I use it?
Bonus action, you add it to a spell component. Spell will be silvered.
Oh.
It works better on fucking concentration effect.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, George will be like, use this. It can affect the werewolves if you use it properly. Actually, put it on your hands for whatever you're gonna use as the thing that starts the spell or whatever.
Yep.
Put it on your hands and it works. As he is going to rub his hands together again. point at the mother and
Point at
Start-
Big Red.
Big Red and start up his hex again.
All right. So
Silver hex.
once again, you see Big Red beginning to smoke slightly as she snarls before immediately locking eyes on you.
Oh boy.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Well, good news is you can't be frightened by this.
Yeah. Which might also be worse since George isn't scared of this thing at all. Ben is going to use his heavy crossbow and fire.
Also, what are you giving it disadvantage on?
Wisdom actually.
Okay. So the 20 hits. You don't still have advantage,
Yeah, my bad.
but that's okay. 20 still hits.
How do I delete macros?
Then I aim again. Fire!
This one not as effective as the first, but it still works.
Yeah, and that's his turn.
Okay.
Actually, before he does that, he's gonna back up.
Okay.
He's 10 feet.
As another wolf comes to join the party, Hubert will then look to Big Red before looking to Adelsarde, and he goes, "Is that the one?"
Yes, but hold just one moment.
Do you still wish me to be non-lethal, my lady?
You have never seen her look so conflicted, but she finally says yes.
Very well.
He then looks to the werewolf before him and stabs it once in the foot, and as it howls, he slams his rapier into its throat. You see it gag slightly before falling over, unconscious, causing his critical failure there to not actually function because the werewolf is already down.
Yup, that's Hubert for you.
Jubilee!
Why are you so confident when one man shows up to help us?
Why are you so confident? Hubert downs 2 werewolves.
Listen, I'm pretty sure this is George's first time seeing Hubert fight just things that he struggled with, so.
Well, there was the time that he beat up an eldritch abomination in a few seconds after it punched Adel in the face.
Jubilee, it's your turn.
No, I know.
All right.
And
On
target
it, Bill.
right there.
All right. Okay, a dexterity 7 throw. All right, as your fairy fire triggers, you watch as it just begins swiping at it, clawing the fairy fires away, not allowing it to take effect on it.
Thorgrim has inspiration. There's my turn.
All right. Thorgrim is going to rage, as good old barbarians will do. And if a sheet will work with me here, I do not know. There we go. All right. Yes. Plus 5, is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. Good job, me.
Sorry, who did Jubilee put that fairy fire on?
Tried to do it
Big
on
one.
Big Red, but it didn't work.
Ah, what a shame. All right.
I can't do it in the other ones. It'll get you guys.
Yeah, the reason why I was asking was because I wanted to know if Jordan would have fairy fire be friendly fire.
Yes.
Pun unintended, but yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
100%.
Yep.
As Thorgrim will take 2 Warhammer attacks against this werewolf here, slamming it in its side and then over the top of the head. As he is very angry, he wants these things gone. As it moves on to Tauntaun's turn.
Tauntaun is going to do the thing involving walking closer to the robot.
Okay, it's a shield guardian, not a robot.
I'm gonna poke the robot.
You watch as Bartholomew slowly looks towards the darkness bubble, but it cannot see you.
Tauntaun is just going to repeatedly poke its thigh.
It then reaches down and swats at you.
Ow, okay. Oh, Master, tell your robot that roaming.
Oh, is that you? Okay. It has to be on. You have to wait, though.
That's perfectly fine, but tell it to throw me.
You then hear him mutter in Dwarvish.
Tauntaun has no other action.
Alright. Adelsarde. I mean, technically with haste, you do have another action.
Okie doke.
This is true. Can I take dodge as a hasted action?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do that.
Okay. Werewolves would already have disadvantage against you. You're in magical darkness.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be in there much longer. And then there's still Mother Werewolf before the turn order resets.
Question, is
Yes,
Homemaster's
he's-
actually here?
No, he's inside Bartholomew.
Okay, perfect.
I
All
did
right.
that more as a reminder to myself that Postmasters is inside Bartholomew.
Okay. So, do you know Sephiroth's animation when he's charging a fireball?
Duh.
Yes. That is exactly what Abe does as she just prepares the silver, gets the fireball ready, and knowing full well that this is probably going to set the forest on fire, but at this point it's a risk that she's willing to take, she is going to non-lethally cast fireball right. I know you laugh, but it's been done before. Right here.
Doesn't make it any less silly.
Shut up.
Non-lethal silvered fireball on werewolf.
Tauntaun, I think I know the answer to this, but are you actually casting that?
No, I told you, I'm testing things. I'm trying to figure it out. I want my meme counterspell, damn it.
Because that would be absolutely hilarious.
Just, no.
Hey.
The fact that I'm having so much issues getting this meme on, though, is angering me.
Okay.
Because if I actually casted it, especially now that it had such good damage,
Okay, so I did 27 damage.
work this time?
Alright. None of them
It worked.
made their saves.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
As
think of the
You hurl the fireball and you watch
Tauntaun
as the flames ignite, washing over all of the werewolves, each of them howling out in extreme pain as they weren't expecting this to actually hurt as much as it is. Even the mother taking a moment to hesitate as the flames engulf her before she snarls angrily and now looks to you as opposed to George.
Okay. Hubert?
Yes, my lady.
The large red creature now wants to kill me.
Ah, it needs to die.
Right. Do you
The big red thing wants to kill me. Well, it's going to die first.
I'm sorry, but why did that remind me of Game Grumps there?
How so?
Is that it? Everything you're gonna do, though?
I am going. Hold on, let me check something. Nope, one more thing. One more thing, Columbo. Go into Quicken Spell, and I am going to cast.
You've already used your bonus action.
Oh, fuck, okay, never mind. No more thing, man.
Alright. werewolf time. Werewolf did not particularly like being fireballed, but it will move here. It's going to take an attack at Idelsarte. As it rushes over and snaps its jaws at you. However, you manage to nimbly dodge, you nimbly dodge, however, it then rakes its claws across you, dealing 5 points of slashing damage.
Uh-oh.
And then Bartholomew will bring the lightning! As the two werewolves manage to make their saves fairly easily, thus not taking too terribly much damage to this. And it moves on to Big Red's turn. Big Red is going to first sprint into the fire, and you watch as she specifically detours into the flames, and then as she comes out, you see her wreathed in the fire.
Oh my god, that's metal as fuck.
And now,
interesting.
Now all of her attacks will deal an additional d6 damage towards you.
Oh
and
no.
Hitting her with a weapon will deal a d6 on you, because that's non-magical flames,
Oh
and
no.
it doesn't hurt. And it doesn't hurt her.
Oh no.
Oh,
I have made a grave error.
You have.
interesting.
Fuck, I activated phase 2.
All right.
No.
Not magical fire, just hit it with some ice.
All right. So she sprints over, now being engulfed in flames. She bites down on Idelsarte for 16 points of damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
Dear God. When I said it was going to try and kill me, I didn't think it would go this ham. Okay, strength saving throw. It's a -1. Am I going to get the third 0 of this campaign? Fuck me.
All right.
This is
all
not
of
a
you,
0.
all of you watch as the Big Red bites down on Idelsarte, and without even using its hands, rears its head back before swallowing her.
Yo, no! The Forbidden Vor! Oh no!
We're
Who
gonna
got
use
swallowed?
Idelsarte got swallowed.
Oh god damn it.
Alright, Bartholomew was supposed to throw Tauntaun on his turn.
But to throw him to Idelsarte, and Idelsarte is now gone.
That is true. Werewolves will team up and attack Bartholomew. Alright, somehow only landing their claws on Bartholomew. Good job, werewolves. You're dead, though good. Alright. As it moves on to your turn, George.
Alright. Well. Alright, this is interesting. George, seemingly not really giving a fuck about the fire because he's feeling heroic as fuck. Going to approach this thing, trying not to aim at its stomach. Is going to hit it with his longsword.
Okay.
Actually, fuck, Idelsarte swallowed. I can't link it.
Oh, wait. Speaking of that, Idelsarte, you also took an additional 1 point of fire damage.
1 point. Just one.
Add insult to injury.
Just one. Okay.
I rolled a 1. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know what I want either.
So what you doing, George?
Alright, George is going to hit this thing with the long sword.
That will hit.
Natural bolt just to see what happens. Here's
Second
inspiration.
Okay. You
The D8, right?
Yes.
Well,
That still will not hit.
alright, well, on the first hit, he's going to hit it, and he is going to be casting another spell, since he knows that all of his damage is hurts this thing a lot. He's going to be casting Staggering Smite.
Wisdom save. Alright. It fails its wisdom save.
Nice. Is that actually the damage it does, or did I re-roll that?
Yes. It rolled 4 d6s. It just rolled 3 1s.
What the fuck? Okay. And the 12 slashing damage, and then has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and it can't take reactions, so till the end of its next turn.
Alright.
So as he hits that, and I guess I see it take effect, I'm gonna look over to Hubert, and just to be like, if you wanna, kill this thing, now's the time to do it, since it can't really, react or do anything.
Alright. You take 2 points of fire damage as you swing through the flames, engulfing it. And whenever you look to Hubert, you see that both of his eyes, his pupils, are gleaming red.
Alright.
Yandere mode activated.
Me looks to Hubert. Do you want to? Jesus, I'm glad I'm under heroism.
Yeah.
I guess that'll be his turn.
Alright. It moves to werewolf turn.
And just
Werewolf
sorry.
will attempt to get behind Hubert, triggering Thorgrim's Sentinel. Thorgrim will whap the shit out of it for 9 points of damage. Movement speed becomes 0. We will make 2 attacks against Hubert. Landing both of them. Dealing 10 points of piercing damage with the bite. And Hubert needs to make this con save. And then crit it on the slash. For 14 points of slashing damage. With Hubert not really seeming to give a flying fuck about this.
You must die.
Yeah, remember what he did to a sealed eldritch being of unknown origins when he punched Adel in the face? Yeah, this bad boy ain't gonna last very long.
He will use his bonus action to cast a smite. He will use his second attack action to actually land said smite, while Big Red gets a counter attack.
Does he have a counter attack even though it's stunned right now?
Right, it can't take reactions. Good on you, Jay. Once again, reminding the DM he's the dipshit.
Nah.
This is someday going to bite you in the ass.
Gonna bite me in the ass when I'm dead and George is still dying.
Alright. With Hubert dealing 12 points of piercing damage. $10 points of radiant damage, and an additional 9 points of radiant damage. And for the talks of this, it also cannot become invisible. Not like it could anyway, but just in case. as Hubert deals a grand total of 31 points of damage to this creature, causing it to retch, and you watch as it retches, holds its stomach before quite literally vomiting Adel Sarday onto the ground.
Holy fuck.
As it moves on to Jubilee's turn.
But if they could kind of like swallow it and realize it was a terrible idea to swallow her, and so just threw it back up.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, he's definitely getting some inspiration. Okay.
He already has inspiration. He hasn't used the other one yet.
Huh. That's even more terrifying.
Because he can't use inspiration on crit failures.
Okay.
Or to add damage.
Best thing I can do is to try to get it to hold still. Or I have an idea, but I don't know how the I need to go over the mechanics of it. DM.
Yo.
If I force a creature to move past out of a ally's threatened square, I can't. Okay, but if I, so I can't just thunder wave push it into. Yeah, I can't do that.
No.
All right, then I'll continue with the whole person idea.
All right. You cast it, and you feel that the spell is unable to take effect on this, as this is not considered to be a humanoid.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's fine.
I tried, guys. Sorry.
I did my best.
Always hold.
Literally, I am. Unfortunately, when it comes to these werewolves, they shut me down completely with all my debuffs. My build is actually useless here.
As Thorgrim continues to go whacking. Whack, whack. And then punch for good measure. As he hits one of the werewolves 3 times in a row, and with a swift punch to the back of its neck, you hear its neck snap before it hits the ground. As it moves on to Tauntaun's turn.
Tauntaun is going to do the best thing Tauntaun can do.
Before you do anything, you suddenly feel a very large hand grab onto you.
Oh, son of a... Please don't throw me near the red thing. I don't want to die again.
As he flubs his throw, and you land in the magical darkness, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are prone.
God damn it,
Didn't I pick
Bartholomew.
bludgeoning as my immunity?
Do what?
I said, didn't I pick bludgeoning as my immunity purely because Thorgrim's a thing?
Resistance. It's not immunity.
Resistance. So only 4 you said?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's already have.
No. You have it.
Okay.
I tell you damage total, then you have to have it.
I now have fucked up my HP somehow. Okay.
Nice.
That's why. My numlock was off. And now I've killed myself.
Good job. Alright guys, Tauntaun's dead again. Mission was for nothing.
What?
I accidentally put minus 36 instead of minus 2.
Nice one.
I know, right? Gonna move to key. Then we're gonna grab the lightning bolt, and I forget what all magic damage types I have. I should probably...
Keep in mind, it has to be the same spell level as the spell you are casting.
Yes, I know. Which means I'ma say fuck it and go motherfucking well, what do I want to do? Do I want to do lightning, necrotic, or radiant? Or apparently cold. I didn't know Spirit Shroud could do cold. But anyway, set the public real quick. We're gonna do some the lightning bolt real quick. I just realized I forgot to prepare my spells, so I have to math that real quick. But anyways, so it's going to be that as... Why not?
All right,
You
Jubilee, I need a dexterity saving throw.
What do you mean?
Oh, Johnny, my favorite.
It's a 100-foot line, Tauntaun.
God
Mother
damn it,
of
Jubilee!
fudging
Wait, hold on.
mercy.
Didn't I cast this shit through my book?
Well, fortunately, I'm good at this.
Oh,
And
that.
this actually might work. Actually, this might work in our favor.
Okay.
You might have triggered something that I wasn't able to trigger before.
Cool.
Let me take a look.
Manifest. Yeah, I can cast it through the book.
Okay.
The new.
Okay. So you only want to hit Big Red.
Actually, hold on. I can angle that down a little more. Let's go that way.
Again, I'm fine if you do it this way.
Try
Eh,
not to hit me or Hubert in the process.
All right. So reflex save.
Dex.
Okay. And okay.
Does it fail or no?
Both of them fail.
Cool. So 8d6 of necrotic.
Dark lightning.
And since technically Tauntaun didn't do it,
As you see the cat look to the dogs before opening its mouth, before a black of lightning bolt speeds toward it, wrapping around Big Red, the unconscious werewolf, and the last standing werewolf in the group. You watch as the unconscious werewolf twitches a few times before finally going still, and Big Red and the last werewolf look like they are standing by not very much.
by the not very much,
Yes.
what can I do with a hasted action again?
Also, what third level spell do you have that allows it to be necrotic?
Spirit Shroud. It deals radiant, necrotic, or cold. I did not realize it could do cold. That was not in my listing. But it apparently can do those three. I also have Dragon's Breath for second level and Chromatic Orb for first level. Along with Fire, Shield, and Phantasmal Killer for fourth.
All right. Anything else, Tauntaun?
No. I think that's all I can do because I am not melee capable.
All right. Adelsarde.
Okie doke.
Unless I can use the hide action.
I am going to see that I am first alive and outside of that creature. So that was a harrowing experience. See the creature still on fire, and
just got hit with fucking necrotic lightning.
so how hurt are people at the moment? Hubert's got hits. Did Thorgrim get hits, or George?
Hubert looks like he's the only person who's taken a substantial amount of damage right now.
Really?
Apart from you.
Okay. I am going to... Well, first thing I'm going to do is take out my alchemy jug and try and douse out the fire.
You are not near the fire. Or specifically on Big Red.
Yeah. Big Red's on fire, ain't she?
Yes. You are going to have to roll a sleight of hand.
Okay. Well, fuck.
Big Red, you go to try and slosh water onto Big Red. Big Red stops you holding the jug and looks as if it's contemplating trying to break it.
Did it? Can it do that?
It was a contesting sleight of hand check, and it got higher, so yes.
Even though it doesn't have disadvantage on everything?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yup.
It still succeeded in the check. It doesn't break the jug. It's just looking like it's contemplating breaking the jug.
Someone should probably stop it from doing that, as that's the only way to not put it onto fire. And then I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word on myself, Hubert, Thorgrim, I guess just everyone really that's within a 60-foot radius and is my friend. I'm actually going to cast this at a 4th level, so that will be 2d4. So let's see how this goes. Wait, I do have empowered healing, so how's this working? Yep. I am going to spend 2 sorcery points to reroll both of those because fuck that. Hopefully I get better this time. There we go. So that's 8.
8. I can't do 8. Is that all you're doing?
Well, that's all I can do. Except for hopefully try and pry the jar out of the thing's hand, but I doubt that's gonna go very well.
As Bartholomew continues hitting with these wolves with the lightning, it moves on to Wolf turn. Wolf will attack George.
That's disadvantage. It does.
Yeah, it has disadvantage because of your smite that I can't remember the name of it at the moment.
Staggering smite.
Staggering smite, that's word. Because I have to keep track of so many things, and I have walnut brain.
So they just disadvantage on attacks, ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of its turn.
He's gonna attack George. George, you are lucky because with disadvantage it did not crit you.
Nice.
Because
Good to know.
if it had crit you, it would have automatically gotten 45 damage.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna follow my health.
Alright, so instead, it's going to deal 31 points of damage to you.
Huh?
And I need a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh wait, oh okay, thank god I don't have disadvantage on that.
As you all watch because George is the one who made it feel all foggy, after throwing Adel Sardea, it immediately looks to George, latching its jaws around him. Before Adel Sardea, you see it do to him what it did to you, leaning its head back and swallowing him whole.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh fuck, I have to roll, what's it called too?
Yes, you do have to roll a concentration.
Oh no.
Alright, it is no longer hexed, so you see the smoke that was enveloping it suddenly dissipate as George loses his concentration for understandable reasons. Not a lot of people can get eaten and, still think about what to do. As Werewolf is going to run away from Bartholomew, knowing full well that it can't hurt him, as it rakes its claws across its arm, causing a red mist to appear across it before the mist speeds towards Big Red. and you watch as some of the scrapes and bruises on Big Red begin slowly healing.
Cheetah.
30. As second wolf will pull out a jar of red liquid and begin pouring it onto Big Red's back. Alright. George, I need to see what all you can do while you're restrained.
Am I at least able to attack?
I do not know. You're gonna have to give me a minute. I haven't had somebody be actually restrained before, so I have to look up what all you are able to do and what all you are not able to do. No momento. I'm having difficulties finding the thing that I need.
No worries.
That is completely fine. I'm just sitting here. What's that fucking work?
Alright. You can attack, but you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Okay. It's kind of weird knowing I have disadvantage when I'm literally inside of it.
But as you are restrained, you can barely move. So the reason you have disadvantage is because you can't actually get enough leverage to swing or poke it in such a way that it would deal damage.
It is true. Only a kiddo? I only have 2 spell slots, don't I?
Yes.
And I already used them. Fuck! Imagine if I had Thunder Step right now. He's going to... Fuck it. Since he's in here already, he's going to Hex Blades Curse this thing.
Alright.
And he's gonna start trying to swing at it.
That will miss, as you can't seem to position yourself in such a way that you can actually manage to hit it.
Oh my god, 17 missed.
You are having absolutely no luck managing to position yourself in such a way to try and actually harm this thing. And what's even worse is you're beginning to feel something burn, as it feels like it's about to begin digesting you.
Oh no.
As Werewolf is going to use its action to claw at its chest in an attempt to do something good for its mother. Wow. As Adelsarday, you look behind you and you see the werewolf quite literally scraping at its own chest until it reveals its heart before grabbing onto it and squeezing it, at which point you watch as it hits the ground, bleeding very profusely before
Jesus.
a toll of red mist speeds over towards the mother, and you see all of its wounds heal rapidly as if rejuvenated by the action of the werewolf.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty metal right there.
Alright, Hubert, let's see what you can do. Hubert can go ham, that's what Hubert can do. Hubert will deal 13 points of damage with his first attack before it begins glowing and bursts as radiant energy explodes off of it. You watch as more wounds just seem to open up and appear as it begins retching once again, And George, you feel suddenly movement as you are hurled back onto the ground, hitting the ground with a hard thump as you realize you are no longer inside the belly of the beast. As Hubert goes to stab it again, stabbing it in the leg with his eyes still very much glowing that crimson red of anger as it explodes once more, dealing another 7 points of radiant damage. And it looks as if Hubert has undone all of the work that it looks like Hubert has undone all of the work that the werewolf who sacrificed its life to try and save Big Red. And now Big Red is exactly back where it started.
For you, my
Hubert.
mother, I will give my life.
Your life ain't worth shit, kid.
I will give my life to save you, Mother. Hubert, no. You will just die.
I feel like this is like all that for a drop of blood situation, but in reverse.
Alright, Jubilee, it's your turn.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the mental image of the werewolf crushing its own heart. It's like, Jesus fuck.
Yeah, this boss is pretty fucking metal. But maybe you can do something about the
Fucking cat is. Well, so... can't do anything about the werewolf, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna do about the fire?
I'm gonna put it out with that.
I'm gonna walk over to it and nicely ask it to stop.
You're gonna do a dance. You're gonna do a dance, water dance.
You might want to check the chat.
Oh boy.
Like I said, you ever heard of putting a fire out with explosions?
So, Tauntaun, just out of curiosity, what happens if your manifestation takes damage?
Good question. Let's find out.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was 50 away. I'm not. Oh, I'll adjust that because I still have movement.
Spectral
Sorry.
light is intangible and doesn't occupy its space. It
There we
sheds light. It's dark vision. It does not say anything can harm it.
Well, I adjusted anyway.
Alright, roll damage real quick.
Alright, and I cast it at a level 3, so... Just to make sure. Worst case scenario, I completely obliterate the tree.
Yeah, according to what I'm reading, the only way to actually get rid of the spectral mind is dispel magic, getting it 300 feet away from me, or destroying my book, which I can then remake later.
You know, it just occurred to me that this whole, potential friend dying and being rescued thing was an excuse for you to change your class.
Actually, no. I was writing a new character when I was taken aside, and I was like, oh. Well, at least it saves me somewhere.
So, the funny part about this is the reason he had to change his class was because he couldn't be a warlock anymore after being birthed by Big Red.
Sorry,
yeah,
being
I wasn't
what?
allowed to worship my clan daddy anymore.
A rebirth. Huh?
Huh?
You will learn all about that as soon as you can talk to Tauntaun.
Okay.
Yeah, I got bored. And then reverse board.
After combat.
If I survive.
As Thorgrim turns around, seeing a new werewolf behind him, hits it 3 times, causing it to fall into an early grave as well. As it moves on to Tauntaun's turn.
Tauntaun is gonna do some Tauntaun things, such as, have any of you heard of the spell Phantasmal Killer?
No.
Yes.
Okay, on Big Red. It's a wisdom save.
Okay, what's your save DC?
14.
Alright.
Fuck. The war hex. God damn it.
It did not make it save.
Okay, and that is 28 psychic.
Alright.
I need to figure out why this is under a cat. This should be under.
Real quick, I have to head out. I just need to join a different call, but I'll still be in game so I can still do rolls and whatnot.
Hey,
Yeah.
see you later, man.
Wait, there we go. Now it's fixed. Where is he going?
He has other obligations after D&D, and as it is time for D&D to be over, he needs to go. Anything else you can do, Tauntaun?
That is unfortunately a no.
Alright, Ilsor Day.
If memory serves, this thing sticks around.
How bad is the werewolf looking?
Big Red?
Mm-hmm.
It's not looking good.
Oh, it do stick around. And
It's
it's
not.
whatever the fuck this thing fears.
It's not looking good, or it is looking good?
It is not looking good.
Hmm. Okay. Let's try something a little drastic here, because I think the closer we get to it, the closer we get to killing it, the more dangerous it's gonna get. So let's just try and finish this quick.
It's also supposed to be frightened.
I am going to... Okay. Let's first see what I am able to do. If I remember correctly, I am in its melee range. It did smack me from here. So moving would just give it an attack opportunity. So I won't move. Instead, I am going to cast Acid Splash, but while I am casting it, I am going to take oh god, hopefully this goes well. I am going to use one of the Dark Ether Shards in a similar manner to how I used the silver to try and power up this spell.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
So, you begin conjuring the acid before throwing the Dark Ether Shard into it. You watch as the acid turns dark red, and you hurl it. You see it splash across Big Red's body before you see it go still for a moment, before its eyes flood crimson, and it snarls, and it begins panting angrily, and it now looks as if it did while under the blood moon.
Huh. So, this brings a theory. The blood moon's just made of dark ether.
Mother of fucking mercy. Okay, that didn't work. Did it do damage at least?
It looks like it did, while at the same time rejuvenating it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm calling, this thing runs on dark ether.
Yeah, I'm beginning to call the same thing. Alright. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Quicken spell. And I am going to cast Fairy Fire, and it's 20-foot cube, so it would affect Big Red, this guy, and I guess this, but doesn't seem like that matters much anyway. It's a 20-foot cube, not everything in the area.
Oh no, that's its aura.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
On the plus side, though,
It got hit with fairy fire.
Thanks. That makes me feel so much better.
Anything else?
No.
JP,
Hit him with the thunderbolts. You watch as the electricity courses over Big Red and doesn't even seem to bother it. Let's see. Hubert's causing it the most issues, so it's gonna attack Hubert now.
oh no, not Hubie.
Oh yes, Hubert.
Why
Oh
Hubie?
yeah, we discovered that in a way.
Yeah. Which
It's
makes
not
me
the way
wonder
we would like to discover it.
You know, I like the idea of him being in his call, looking at Roll20, and then just suddenly seeing Big Red get bigger redder.
Well, George's response. Oh.
5 points of damage on Hubert, and Hubert has to make a strength saving throw. Will Hubert also be subjected to being swallowed whole? Let's find out. No, as Hubert very quickly jabs his rapier up into its gums, causing it to stagger backwards as he lands on his feet, seeming to not care at all about what this thing has to offer.
Of course not. It tried to devour Edel Sarday. Not gonna like that.
That's his lady.
Yeah, the only one who gets to devour Edel Sarday is
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Alright. You watch as the werewolf, seeming to want to do everything in its power to save Mother, sacrifices itself as well, as it seems that it does not believe
Hey,
anything
hey,
else.
is this technically magic?
Yes,
So that means it's counterspellable?
technically.
Cool.
whoa. He just goes, ha, no. Yep, there it is.
Alright. I need you to roll an ability check to see if you actually manage to pull it up. Actually, never mind. It's a 3rd level spell. So the werewolf goes to cast its spell, but it's told nay. And you just watch as it looks down at its claws, not seeming to understand why it didn't work.
Tauntaun, no. Tauntaun in the darkness. No, fuck you.
And while George takes his turn, how are you folks doing tonight?
Oh,
Whatever time you are watching this.
Oh, you meant that. I
Why does he
need
keep
more
rolling with
tips
disadvantage?
and images,
Because
damn
he
it.
had disadvantage when he was bored.
Oh.
Floating disc. Huh, there's a mini for floating disc. That's neat. Oh, I still wish I could do this, but I know for a fact I can't. Fucking ride the disc.
Alright. As George goes to make his second attack, his eyes suddenly turn into blue screensavers. Hubert time. Hubert,
How is he getting worse with every roll?
because that's what advantage does to a motherfucker. You know what? I'm just gonna roll the radiant damage altogether.
You have the inspiration still?
It's true. Let's see.
Probably use it on one of those misses.
Yeah, he'll use it on the 15, which allows him to hit. So he hits with his short sword as well.
There you go.
And I believe he has 3. Yeah, he has 3 first level spell slots left. So Hubert is going to get 6 d8 radiant damage. Actually, I need to do 2 of these d8 differently. So it takes 24 points of normal damage, and then Hubert will get an additional 2d8 plus 1d6 plus 5 piercing damage, but that's with his magical sword, so it doesn't actually kill it.
Sword.
But it is definitely looking not good as it moves on to Jubilee's turn.
Okay. Oh, who needs healing? I think. Uh-oh. Right now the forest needs healing.
I need healing.
There's someone in a tree?
Yes, it's Genji.
Unfortunately, I don't have things that put out fire, really. I have things that cause fire.
I'm not meant to solve these issues, guys.
I meant to cause them!
I don't know, I'll try to do this again, I guess.
Go away. Alright, roll damage.
I want to make sure I get a lot of the fire, so I'll move a little bit closer.
Okay.
Hiya.
Hit him with the thunder wave. Hit him with the thunder wave. Anything else?
Wait, hold on. How close are people to me? Yep, inspiration for Hubert.
Alright. Thorgrim will take his turn. Rar, Anger Dwarf. He has advantage against Werewolf. Takes 2 attacks against Werewolf. If by chance he kills Werewolf before he did not kill Werewolf, he kills Werewolf with second attack. You watch as while Werewolf is stunned that it can't do its thing, Thorgrim just comes slamming it in its lower back before hitting it over the head as the werewolf hits the ground, and then he will use his bonus action to Flurry of Blows Big Red. Three dwarf noises! Tauntaun,
Yes, Tauntaun is here.
your turn.
Okay, well, for starters, we did go past Red's turn, right?
Yes.
Because that Phantasmal Killer's still around.
Because I know why I didn't tell you about it. Because it's now in its Blood Moon aura, it is no longer capable of fear. And
Okay,
so long.
that's fine. I mean, it's still around. Frighten is just a side effect.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is that means it had advantage on its saving throw, and it made it save.
Oh, heck.
But the spell ends when it makes it save.
Big heck. Okay, well, at least I got some damage out of it then. In that case, we will break out, I guess, the... How will this thing work? I should probably get it away from Edelstar Day.
Get away from Il Sarday.
Probably has a high strength save. I don't think that's gonna work. So instead, I'ma slam out some, do I have Psychic up in here? I don't think I do. I don't. Which is ooh, but I can upcast to get Psychic. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'ma upcast me some magic missile at the 2nd level and change it to psychic.
Okay.
Ah! My sheet's moving around like crazy. Hold on. Magic missile. Crap. Why is it going to GM?
You also know that you get 4 darts at 2nd level, right?
Yeah, I know, but for whatever reason it doesn't do that properly on here. Hold on. I'll have to fuck around with this thing. Slash R 44 plus 4, right?
Yeah.
All of that in psychic.
Alright. So, you all see from the magical darkness Adelsar Day formed 4 darts speed outwards. Tauntaun, what do the darts look like?
Just typical. Actually, no. They look like Void's Edge.
Okay. Are they hot pink?
Yeah.
Okay, you see 4 hot pink knives fly out of the darkness before speeding towards the creature's head. And as it looks like it's about to go for another bite on Hubert, you see all 4 of them hit its head simultaneously before you see blood pooling out of its ears and its eyes, and it slowly sinks to the ground.
Oh my god, did I just kill it? Holy
Play the
shit,
music.
Tauntaun got
Play the
killed!
music. Play the music.
Tauntaun, I should probably get it away from Edelsar Day, but Mother is strong. Proceeds to kill it.
Tauntaun, I've never been able to do that before.
Oh, that's
Hooray
new.
for wizardry! Now I should probably make a disc so we can get this out of here.
And with that, we can call the session here.
You know what I find
guys?
absolutely lovely?
Little help over here. It was sort of Jubilee trying to put out the fire. Help!
Son of a- I guess it's time for cold magic missile.
Please.
Alright, after a few minutes, eventually you guys manage to get rid of the fire.
Pog.
And like I said, with that, we can call the session there. But to make the long and short of it, I will sum up what Tauntaun is going to tell you guys. The mother was an eldritch werewolf that had a quirk blessed upon it by unknown sources that any creature it kills and then consumes, it becomes pregnant with and gives birth to them 9 hours later.
Huh?
So Tauntaun has been reborn as a now very weird changeling.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and maybe watch some more. Be seeing ya.